After that word from our sponsors. Dude, I didn't even know it went off. I didn't know. I was still going for like a couple of minutes, and then I just saw people saying like, oh no, he's really gone. And it's like, what? I don't know what happened. I had to start a new one as well. I couldn't just resume the existing one, which is so annoying. I think it's just because it was off for a couple of minutes. There's normally a bit of a reconnect grace period. Yeah, damn. That sucks. I don't really know what you missed, but basically I was just building up more sausages. I don't know if we even saw this, but I was able to upgrade eventually, so it let me do the upgrade. And then, yeah. We're just making sausages. I added it to the trade route, and then I banned it from these people consuming it. So we're going to be bringing that over to this island exclusively. But that's really it. So hopefully if we get the sausages, that'll be everything we need to make the festival bonfire. Just wondering about the beer situation. We make beer here by bringing in the barley. But I never checked if we've been keeping up. Yeah, we have. We actually make loads. I don't really need to be buying it then. I just kept doing it. Okay, well, it is what it is. What do we have going on? There's a shortage of workforce here. Nah, I don't believe it. Aha, they've leveled up. So you don't have to worry about fires if you can stay level 2. But once you hit level 3, that's it. Just gonna move some of these guys down here. I just need a tiny bit more wood for them. Drained the packets from the internet. Yeah, I don't know. It's like when the game froze during loading. It just killed my OBS software. Like it just couldn't even process the stream at all. So it was just completely dropped. That's I think what happened. So sorry about that. And thanks for coming back. Yeah, I guess the stream died during the loading, and I was still going for a few minutes. That's why I just didn't realize. I think if I reconnected quickly enough, I would have it would have kept the same stream file and everything, or whatever you call it, the link, same link and video and everything. Don't really need more people here, so I won't build that just yet. Okay, so yeah, basically got my shoes. The reeds are going here. Oh yeah, so I loaded back in, and I still couldn't upgrade. It still wouldn't let me. And then just after a minute, it did let me, and I don't know why. So maybe it was on. It said 100%, but it might have been on like 99.999 or something. And just a weird little bug or rounding error or something. But yeah, then it let me upgrade, and it was fine. So not exactly sure. Anyway, we were doing all that so that we could. And I keep getting this freezing issue. Not a good sign. We were trying to make sausages. So we're making our first batches now. We should be making plenty. And then we send it over to the other islands. So if we check all the islands and their need for sausages, this one sausage building is enough for everybody. I suppose that's because it's only eaten by the mercators. And there's not that many of them. So that should be fine. But really what I wanted for is this. The festival bonfire. And we need 10 tons of sausages. So I could actually even just ban it from these guys just for a little while. And say don't consume that. So then they'll have their beer, their roast beef. That'll be fine. That'll all store up. And then we can do the little festival thing and see what happens there. We got that quest really early on in the game. Sail to Manx's Harbor for the combat. Oh yeah. And then we do have our trireme now. We want to make a military version though. So the sails, the oars, the archers. I can't increase that. Oh, because there's only 3 slots available. I see. I don't know if the Scorpion's really that good. I think just the one, we'll just leave it like that. That's fine. So basically like the normal ship, but just the added archers. And that way we can have a few of them for the workforce that we have. 6,000 to build this and 37 workers. So try and make 2 of them.
What could you possibly require?
So yeah, this could be one of the first ships that goes to Latium. Maybe the military one will go with it, so we can start dealing with some of the pirates. we'll bring the flagship as well or something. Legio Dapper. Yeah, we could give it that name. I'll do the trireme one. I mean the military trireme one. Part of me is like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have the sails. We should just do the oars. Wrong island. Yeah, make it more military focused. It'll just be a bit slower, but I guess that's okay. So we could go double up on the amount of archers, I would say. So it's 55. Because I don't think the Scorpion's really that effective. From my... I've noticed it just misses a lot, so I'd rather just go with more archers. I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. So apologies again. The stream just dropped. I didn't even know for a couple of minutes. I didn't even know. You'd think a big warning would come up or something on the OBS client, but it just doesn't say. It's a tiny little thing that says dropped frames and then lost connection. It's like, oh.
We stand waiting.
Thankfully, the chat remained active after, because then it was you guys saying that it wasn't working that made me realize. All right, I need to focus. I mean, I've been saying this the whole time, but I need to kind of focus on, like, what are we really doing next? Like, I've been working on the festival thing in the background. That's fine. I am struggling to fulfill the needs of everybody at a low level. It is tempting to be like, okay, I really do need to provide both of these foods, though. You need that workforce so much. It's so important. You get population for both. But it's really difficult because you need so much. And what was this going to be? Reed gathering. Oh, yeah, for shoes. Yeah, we can add that back in. This could be upgraded maybe once we get more. Might see if we could buy more wood again. Keep buying wood from this guy. Yeah, there's something really laggy going on with the game. It's like the frame rate of the game is fine, but you can see the in-game lag is happening independent of that. It's like the tick rate of the game slows down. I wonder if other people who've been playing for like a long time have had that issue. Thought your assistant Rex ended the stream. Yeah, and sorry, someone asked how is Rex. He's good. Yeah, totally fine. We were worried about him a while ago because he ate some weird stuff, but everything's fine since then, so all good. Civilian ship. Military ship. Yeah. Nice. Looks nice. Not terribly far away from getting even more knowledge. We're about to unlock the Cult of Sir Nunos. Yeah, shrines, I guess. Oh yeah, I haven't built any shrines because we don't have any concrete. Well, we could, I suppose while I'm waiting for all this stuff, let's just hop over to Latium. We build there for a little bit. Alright. So I've got 3 islands here. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually. Damn. All we're ready to build. Okay, so in progressing here, what do they need? Not much actually. We can just start building more houses.
All our hopes rest on this shining pillar of civilization.
Alrighty. Do they have both of these? Tavern and thing. Yep, cool. Need another one like somewhere up here eventually. How much wood do we have? 51. Okay. The stream ended because of Martin. Hello, Darren. Nice to see you back. Thanks, Roeth. Do you have a creator code for Ubisoft? No. I appreciate people asking that, but no, I don't have anything like that.
Neptune, grant this servant fair.
As I said, Ubisoft don't really deal with me very much. They just sent me the game, which is awesome. I appreciate it, but some company reached out to me on behalf of Ubisoft saying like if I wanted to be sponsored, and I was like, yeah, sure. I was, you know, but I was like, I'm gonna play the game anyway, and then I just never heard back. So, and then Ubisoft themselves, yeah, they sent me the collector's edition, which is nice. I got it yesterday. I haven't actually looked at it yet, but it is there. Opened it out of its box today, and then set up the box for Rex because he was interested. Do we have mackerel here, by the way? No, we've mackerel on this island, so no garum here. We can start working on bread though. Yeah, I'm getting like real performance issues, it seems. This needs to be done on the water. It's a shame it's not on the other side. How is that unpopular? Unpopular opinion. I like how the residences look smaller. It blends better. They look smaller?
When he died, he freed us.
Are we talking about from Anno 1800? I feel like they're the same size, aren't they? Similar? Obviously they don't get as big when you get to tier 3 and 4. Yeah, I haven't heard that opinion. But yeah, I've heard people say like the rooftops are hard to distinguish. This is tier 1 and tier 2, which I can understand. I also heard someone historically saying like, oh, you know, in Rome, as houses built taller, they actually were for lower class people. So it's almost like you could say like the plebs and stuff should have the bigger homes. And then the footprint should grow if you were to become like a noble. Which I think is an interesting idea. I mean, it'd be a big change to the game. But it's like, oh yeah, this would then become like one block. Or like these two would become one block. That's an interesting idea. You'd upgrade two together and they merge into one bigger house. For like a tier 2 or tier 3. That could have mean something quite different. Yeah, I don't disagree. I never really felt that way. I didn't feel like they're smaller. That's just me. They just don't get as tall, I suppose, in the end. By the end. Hey, Jack. Can't wait to see mods like on the Anno 1800 where you could change designs and merge two buildings. That was yeah, that mod where you could merge military buildings together was so cool. Or not military, production buildings together was so cool. Right, so if we're going to do the mill up this way, I'll extend the road up here. And if I could just even do something like that as a baseline, we can see where the... Oh yeah, there's a bridge there as well. I'm trying to get it so that the flour can be close to where we build the farms. But not block things too much. Could do it here, I guess, actually. Now, for this we'll need tiles, right? Yeah, so you have to start making tiles here. So clay. Rohith, thank you very much, man. Nothing, I guess. Hey, I appreciate it though. Thank you. Can we grow these anywhere? Yeah, we can, right? So let's just grow it here. Maybe... Can't build that because... Don't know. Just can't. There's a little bug, I guess.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Rescue my cousins from the Syracusans. Okay.
Governor, there's been a raid at sea. It's Kaiso. He's sunk an innocent ship on its own business. Some of my cousins are on it. Please, stop them from being taken as slaves.
I think I can try.
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
Let's get a Grammaticus. I'll move that wood production a bit later. Alright, let's hop back over while we wait for things to build up. Thanks, Roeth, again. I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you. I'd like to see a mod where the residents of Latium have their voices replaced with more authentic Italian or Latin accents. When you build farms, can you blend the different fields instead of putting all hemp together and all grains together? Mix them. I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. That's just why would I want to do that? Fields in real life don't really blend together, in my opinion. In this island, like, this is as much as you'd really get in real life, isn't it? Like, this kind of thing. Hey, Spartan. The game is barely out, and people are like, I need mods. I can understand it if there's things people aren't happy about with the game. They could be like, yeah, I'm looking forward to a mod to fix the little small issue I might have. That sounded like your Thracian mercenary accent from Rome Total War. My Thracian mercenary accent. I can't remember it. I don't recall doing a Thracian mercenary accent. From Rome 1. Rome Total War. No, I can't really remember what they sound like. They just sound Greek. Generic Greek, right? In Rome 2, I don't know if they have unique voices. Dundover. Literia. Festival of Learning. That's a good one. Knowledge too. Random specialists. Pay for it for 5 grand or give them shields and stuff. Well, I've spent less to buy those shields, so I'll do that. And then we got the ironic interviewer. Knowledge area effect +1. Credit on referral 4,500. What the hell does that mean? Credit on referral. Does that just mean if I sell them? I suppose. Happiness area of effect. Yeah, we need that. Income area effect and upkeep costs reduced for markets. So if I take that, we're making 134 at the moment. If I took you away, we do suffer money a bit. But let's just pop her in for a moment. Oh, we could put her in as a in the officium actually, and pop her in somewhere up the top separately.
Ready to earn, boss?
That would make sense. I haven't really been building the officiums. So we have one up here. Yeah, you can't cross the radii. But we don't have one... Oh my god, I'm so blind. I was looking like here, like, where's the Roman houses gone? But they're here. I just didn't notice. I was like, what? Thought they were all gone. But yeah, somewhere down here would be cool. They have their own little officium. Can we not build it on the water? Overlapping... Oh yeah, you're overlapping radius there. That's okay. Hmm. Not going to have much reach right now, but at least it's something.
Fire has started in your city.
Prestige area of effect.
Your orders? Your orders?
Is that for... Oh, only for wire twisters in range. Never mind. Stay up. Alright, well, she's affected a few houses. That's something anyway. Does the Gold Edition provide all future DLCs? I think for the first year of DLC, the first season. The first 3 DLCs. They're like Pokemon. They shout their names. Thracian. Folksman? Yeah, I just don't remember what they say. I know there's Thracian Folksman. I need to hear it. I wonder what Darren the community group is like. Like a man to woman ratio. It's like 95% male. Alright. And greetings. Okay. So leave that as is. I guess we can't really do too much without just building more houses out this way. Can we do this yet? I feel like by now we should have everything we need. Oh, we have to destroy 2 quinqueremes. That would actually be kind of difficult. 20 beer, 10 roast beef, and 10 sausages. Surely we have the sausages by now, no? We've got 3.
Praetor.
They're coming in from over this island. And you're still making sausages just fine, right? Yep. You've got 2 on the island. By the way, you used to be able to press Control-click to go to the ship. Can't do that anymore. Where are you? Alright, sausages are incoming. 9. You can click it to go to it, though. That's, I guess, almost just as good. The first Let's Play starts from tomorrow. In it? It is. Although I haven't started recording it, so we'll see. It should be tomorrow, though. I was going to record it after the stream today. It depends how I feel. If I feel shitty. I've been feeling pretty down the last few days, so I don't know. Try to be in a good headspace for it. Otherwise, I'll feel like the first one. So you gotta have the best first episode. Because it's the one that most people see. And you want as many people to stay with it as possible. Alright, we have what we need now, I think.
Fine work.
Fine work. We actually have a festival going on right now. I don't know if this will be separate. In fact, can we see that festival? Yeah, there it is. Oh, I'm not under any pressure. It's okay. Why the downs? I don't know. Just sometimes just feel that way. No reason in particular. Everything's been going quite well. Wait a few minutes for the festival to start. Okay. We can let them have their sausages now.
Get your miscellaneous gubbins. Best market for gubbins in these parts, I tell ya.
There's no room for any of these. Dude, need something for the amount of eel that you need. By the way, we've got our military trireme now as well with the 2 things on it. I was going to build a second one, and then these 2 are going to go off to Latium together with the civilian ship as well. It's 55 workforce, goddamn. It's going down all the time because we can't sustain the amount of eel and everything they need.
Warehouse is full as a finch's nest.
Full output. Well, why don't you bring it to the other one? How about that? Because that one's having an issue right now. I think you don't have Rex around. You always, for his mood boosters, he is like really affectionate and cuddly and very he does bring your mood up, I guess. And he's so friendly.
Let's get her started then.
Seasonal
You
blues?
might want a few buckets of water handy.
Maybe.
Get a mite fiery hereabouts.
I do actually get seasonal blues every year, so it could be that. I don't know. It's complicated. There's other things, but I just don't want to talk about it. It's just stuff in my own head. Everything on the YouTube front and job front, Manor with Rosie, everything's great. Just sometimes I feel down. What can you do? What's with the 4 people down at the bottom? Is there 2 tier 2s? Yeah, you can split either way. So when you've got a waiter, right, these are the waiter residences. Do you see there's 2 upgrades? We can either go Romanized residence or Celtic. So these are the Romanized, and you get Mercators, and the Celtic ones are these ones.
Chuck my own spears.
But
see how they fly.
the Mercators can go into a 3rd tier as well, called the Nobles.
There's worse than an evening at the hearth.
To do that, we need to
mumbo jumbo.
we need to fulfill all these. There's a lot, but we're getting there. We'll need amphore and olive oil. Olives come from Latium. Basically, we're at the point where it's like we need Latium to kind of pick up the slack and deliver things out here, so to get us to the very end. Because we reached tier 3 with aldermen. We haven't fulfilled everything they need, though. Exactly, just play the video games usually helps. And hey, Ruggy. What? Oh, yeah, I read that already. Sounds normal to feel down sometimes. Sometimes it's just... Yeah, exactly. I honestly think that's kind of it. Probably just need a bit of a break. When I'm getting a break soon. On the 22nd in 10 days, I'm going to Ireland for a little while. Just for a few days. I see my fam. Haven't seen them in a while. Just wondering what to do next. I guess back to Latium. Health is still really bad. We need those aqueducts. And technology is really good now. Oh yeah, we didn't look at like what that god gives us. Who is this guy? Cernunnos. So affects entire production of eel. Honestly, at this point, it's tempting because eel is so bad, and we'd probably get it up to nearly twice 40% productivity. But it's a lot for just this island. Another island, though, that maybe has a big marsh would be kind of ideal for it.
A fine effort.
Fine effort. Yeah, we're currently using this one, Minerva. So it's not really very beneficial for a lot of what we actually wanted. We wanted it for the tech boost, but now we've kind of got good enough tech that I don't really need this anymore as much. Let's just switch for a little while and see how it goes. Just before I do, just to make sure I know what I'm doing. So yeah, we're getting a 50% benefit to all of these building chains, but we're also getting 3 knowledge from all residences. So it's pretty good. It's the place where we have the most houses, so it definitely isn't a bad idea. This one will give us residences produce additional health and knowledge. So maybe not so bad. Let's give it a go. One health and knowledge per residence. So that's pretty good. Split the difference.
We cannot afford such mistakes.
Empress Julia is unhappy to see Minerva lose worshippers. Sorry.
Minerva, pour thy wisdom in.
Don't worry about Minerva.
Betray all the gods of it.
Cernunnos.
Minerva.
Stop it.
want this.
We're Cernunnos people now. So smoked eels. I didn't even know they were smoked. Just says eels. Is that a different thing? Please don't tell me that's a different thing.
Been polishing up on my lingua romana and that there grammaticus.
I assume it's the same thing. I just don't know why it would say that. Smoked eels. Hey Chris, what have I missed? So today so far we have drained part of the swamp and built out like little Roman residences on them. So that's been good so far. We've fulfilled more needs at tier 3. We've been starting the festival where we had to deliver the roast beef and a few other things that I was doing for a while. So that's done now. But it did say just wait a while. Something might happen, I guess. We do have a festival going on right now. So maybe it won't happen until our current festival is over. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think actually it might have just restarted this festival because it's only been going for 11 minutes. I don't know if that was always the case. I don't know. Either way, they're having a festival out there. What else do we do? We formed a defensive alliance with Aether Igorwin. We've been making new ships. So we have triremes coming out with more archers and stuff on them. We're going to go back to Latium with them soon and help defeat some pirates out there. There's no real pirate presence up here anymore that we have to worry about. So this is the one that's going to go, as is this one is a civilian ship to accompany it, and we're making another one at the moment. It's going to take 6 minutes before it to get done. We just switched gods as well. The main reason for that for me anyway is because I'm struggling, always struggling for the waiter workforce, just always. But now we've picked a god that's going to benefit the food, one of its food chains that it uses. So if that's the case, and it also kind of benefits some other things, right, by having reeds be boosted. That takes up a lot of marsh space, so having any productivity increase there is pretty good. Everything else, though, not much. I guess timber and wood would be okay. But then we're going to get knowledge and health for every house. Health would be nice, because health is really low for us. So this will be a decent benefit. It's just going to keep building up to 3,395. So we'll get to just somewhere here. So we should get the 50% again. Maybe 60%, actually. Maybe. Might just be shy of that from like it was before. I'll give us some shrines and things to use as well. And then you get global benefits, don't you? So once this crosses here, we'll get the Shrine of Cernunnos for extra health and belief in areas around us. Arboreal Rhizome. Forest production buildings generate all other forest products in addition to their usual output every 3rd cycle. So that means, if I'm reading that correctly, that's like, okay, your regular wood is also going to produce charcoal every 3rd cycle? That seems crazy. Every single forest product? Every 3rd cycle? Okay. Yeah, let's try to get to there. 4,000 belief. I think we could do that. Don't we have that already? No, but if we put down some shrines, we'd get there. Or if we just run this guy on another island. Please show the POV of the bonfire festival. It's not the most exciting thing, if I'll be honest. This would have been on the swamp before I actually filled it in. And then we have a proper festival going on here. Which is boosting our technology at the moment. And we're about to get sanitary measures. Health area effect from the Medici is going to increase. And we've got decent Medici coverage, but health is really bad. It's getting better, though, right now because of our god that's going to keep increasing it. So the Medicis are here, here, and here. So pretty much all those houses have it. They don't have it down here yet, so maybe we'll give it to them somewhere like here. Do it this way, we can still fit some houses in. Yeah, and I wanted to go get more items, actually, so let's get the flagship to go purchase some stuff. Getting this lag every now and then, though, as you can see. Every now and then, there's just like a spike. And some of these military ships which are escorting right now, and then we have this trireme not really doing anything for now. Just bring that over to Manx as well. Oh, sorry, that's the military one. I'm gonna bring this one over. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see them rowing more on one side than the other if they're turning. Yeah, she's pretty unhappy with me because we're going with a Celtic god, I guess. Yeah, you can get aqueducts in Albion, I think. We haven't unlocked that yet. We started in Albion, so our Albion is way ahead of Latium. We'll head back to Latium in a few minutes and upgrade there. Oh, crap, yeah, I forgot about this. The hell is this? That's our granite production. We're okay for granite, though. We're okay. Alright. Health. Good. Not so bad now. Negative 230. So every 50 minutes, up to 8 buildings will get the plague. Or some sort of sickness. The Shrine of Cernunnos has been unlocked. Let's see if it's actually cheaper to build than the other shrines have been. I assume they all take concrete. Yeah. Can't get concrete in Albion. You have to go to Latium for it. Ugh. Hey, fish. Hey, Roat, pal. No. He said, am I planning to continue the Farmers Replace series? No. I played it more on my own, but yeah, it's not really like super YouTube friendly watching, I feel like, so the answer is no on that one. Sanctuary has better reach than this thing. This can go in there, maybe.
Finally, a haven of peace amid your squalor.
I'll take it. Thank you. What's their god? Oh, Neptune. Yeah, yeah.
second chance.
I wonder what would Sir Nunos do for us out here, really? Just affect wood and timber, but everything else is like all Albion stuff, so yeah. Although you still get the, I guess the religion plus, sorry, what is it? It's knowledge and something. Knowledge and health. God, it's right there. Alright, we got good workforce here now, so we're progressing our way up to making limestone and concrete, but you have to get to tier 3 to do that. But we need to get there. We also need to build... I wonder, could I just do this? This would be the laziest thing ever. But quick.
Construction of a ship has finished.
It's not really ideal though, because of where things are placed. I guess it won't be that lazy. Alright, let's just start building on this island as well. Come on game, stop lagging please. This is the thing I'm probably most worried about for launch. This has only started happening recently. This weird lag spikes. It's not too bad, but I just worry it's going to get worse. Kind of resolves itself after not too long. Use some angled roads? Nah. I did in Albion. There's some angled roads in that town. If I wasn't streaming, I would do it. We have a save file. I'll hop over to another save file and show you like a nice angled, beautified city, right? That's where my video series comes into play. I can take the time to slow down progression, do that on my own, and then edit it in. Otherwise, I'll be here for ages trying to make things fit. The problem with angled roads is that there's nothing to fill the gaps with. So you spend a long time trying to put like cosmetics and stuff in there. Which, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but it would just slow things down on the stream, I feel like, even more. And I'm slow as it is, so. Alright, so let's go with that and that. Oh, we can move this further out now. I could stay there for now, I guess. Let's get this one here.
Save your succulent delicacies for the gods. The mob deserve only hard grain.
Alright, cool. Making progress on that one then as well. I'll save it right really quickly. We'll hop over to my other game just so you can see what tier 4 and all that looks like and see the game at a higher potential, I suppose. Although actually, last time I loaded another save, the stream died because it freezes when I do that. But hopefully we'll make it through. So I'm probably going to freeze a little bit, but I'll make sure to try to reconnect the stream if it drops. Feed them, question mark. It didn't lag on your last playthroughs. No. Did you say you filled in the terrain on the island? You can adjust the land. Yeah, it was a swamp. You can turn it in, you can make it not swamp. You can build, I know I've frozen. Yeah, I'm just dropping frames, but I think I've made it through the hard part. It dropped, but we're still live. We should be okay, right? Yeah. I think we made it through. Why are we doing this? Just because people are like, oh, you know, build a nicer looking city, use diagonal roads. This is the city where I did do that, right? So we built diagonal along the coast and in little diagonal chunks and stuff in here. Yeah, I guess, I mean, it's a good thing in some ways that when you're loading, it's using the CPU as best it can to load everything, but it is it cripples my OBS, I guess. I stream on the same computer. Everyone's still here? We all still here? So this is the city I built. I did this over 8 videos. So 8 40 to 1 hour long videos. They're all up on my channel if you want to see it be built, if you're curious. And we could only go as far as tier 3 at the time. But I can show you tier 4 now. We had a look at it earlier in the stream today. So these are the tier 3 houses, kind of around here and here.
I've always been drawn here.
So this is your tier 4. This is as far as you can go in Latium. And yeah, basically we had to look at it before, but basically for these guys they need mosaics. That's like their building material. And then they build the amphitheater, which is their marvel, which requires the mosaics to build, but also their production chains require mosaics as well. So they need the epicure of water and the epicure of air. So for that, you're going to have to require the small bird population in Albion. You also need tongues, which I don't know where you get that from. Because it says it can't be produced here, but I'm not sure what the fertility would be for that. Maybe you guys will know. It says, like, it, yeah. Maybe it comes from the birds or something, I don't know. Because it is bird tongues in aspic. But they seem like 2 separate things. But anyway, yeah, then you've got the oyster bed and the epicure of water, sturgeon population, and then you get to a temple and a library. They also require things like the bath and stuff, but you get that before. So their requirements basically are 2 extra food requirements, right? So they've got the oysters with the caviar and the bird tongues in aspic. Then they require a temple and a library. Then they also require the necklaces and cloaks. Then they require loungers and hand mirrors. And then they also need their forum and bath, just like they had the tier before, but then they also have the amphitheater, which I think is built in stages as like a wonder, and I think you can run games, but I actually never made it that far. And then they have the new category, which is culture, which requires standing lyres and chariots.
Not least the darkly seductive silhouette of Mount Ocasus.
And that's basically it. So, you know, you're left with these diagonal bits, and there's no buildings that can fit in there, but you can do ornaments to fit in. So it's like, okay, I'll do some sort of like statue. For instance, like that. Throw some stuff down like this maybe and pave the roads. I'm low on concrete, so I can't really pave them fully, but you know, that's what you could do to try to fill these diagonal bits in, or put in grass and trees and things. Thanks, Wounded Fox. Yeah, the vineyard. So this is what people were asking me if they updated the game to make this blend better with the ground. They didn't. But yeah, so this is the actual vineyard building here. And it's getting the aqueduct benefit. So it has a 50% increase to productivity. And that's just because it's close enough to the cistern. The cistern is here. So it's got pretty generous reach. The cistern. And obviously the cistern's all over the place now. But yeah, it goes all the way down as far as here. So if you had farms, like if you had a cistern and then a bunch of farms. For instance, if this one's kind of low, but if we made an aqueduct come out of here, and then it would reach all of these farms, would all get a 50% benefit. So it's a pretty big boost. It's kind of like the electricity in Anno 1800. You know, this is like your rail line, and then you go into your electric building, power station or whatever, and then everything around it gets a benefit. If it's a house, they're getting health and fire resistance, but some people also need it, you know, so they grow in population quite a lot. But if it's a farm, they get productivity, so it's quite cool. I'm trying to think who needs it. Tier 3 needs it, right? So these guys.
Some forts are best confined to axe.
Maybe I'm confused. I guess the cistern just provides it to them anyway. Yeah, but they do need baths, and the baths need the water from the aqueduct. and the bath gives everyone around it extra population. So when I put this down, it was like mega population for all these houses. And health and fire resistance, because everyone complains about fire resistance, but once I put this down, it was like no problem. The amphitheater adds the happiness, so if you really want to, if you know, it feels like at every tier you're suffering something in a major way, but eventually you get these big buildings that fix that. The theater also gives you happiness. That's another one that would probably help. The library gives you negative fire, but increased knowledge. So anyway, that's that. Just wanted to show it really quickly. So if you want to see the big buildings, you know, we've got the forum here, which I didn't even realize, but we've given it water as well. I didn't even know you could do that. That's my Governor Villa, of course, which has an area of effect bonuses inside of it. The aqueduct has to go travel downhill, so flows down from the mountain there, goes into this cistern. I don't think there's any other major big unique buildings. Oh, the theater, I guess, here. And then we decorated the outside of it. So this is just a general shrine. You can't change what the base underneath this is, unfortunately, so it has to be grass. This is the building here, but then I decorated this with some braziers and fountains and trees and things like that. And I tried to play with diagonals as best I could in this one. And, you know, we're just building up concrete at the moment, so only now can I, like, start to upgrade these roads and so on. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of like what a more beautified town looks like. This is one I spent a while on trying to make look good or better. Oh yeah, sorry, and I was saying, like, this is the vineyard, and then behind it is the actual the vinter. So I noticed that these trees that are in this building are the same as the vineyards trees, so I tried to blend them together, but it doesn't really look that super good. But it's nice at a distance. It's like, yeah, along the water, you know. I put all these bushes and stuff at the back, and I changed all their colors and added some trees and things, so I think it looks decent there. It's kind of as good as you can get it, I suppose, to make it look, or almost. But there's lots of empty gaps that I just didn't have time to fill in when I was doing the videos. And of course, you can run around.
Virtue
See all this stuff.
and virtue without truth. Yes, Lucius.
What is that guy doing? There it is. I believe it. Looks like a believable town. Just about. Let's go to the theater.
Revenge shall be mine, and should you flee to the wine-dark sea or the Stygian depths, I, Sir Martyr, will not relent.
Who's supposed to be talking to me there? Colosseum? Well, that's what I was saying. The amphitheater is your Colosseum building. So that'll be it here. It needs 60 concrete to build it. I wasn't allowed to play into tier 4, so I just never went any further than this. But I'm not playing this now. I'm playing the Albion run. I just wanted to show, just so people can see, like, the game at its when it looks real good. Are we back? I think we're back. It drops when I... Man, it takes longer to load this one than it does the other one. Think we're back? Still loading. Don't know why it takes so long to load this playthrough. The other one loaded quicker, I feel like. Alright, sorry for that. We should be all good still. And yeah, Dapper Daddy has said, tongues come from the small birds. I assume it's a specific production building. Yeah, the only thing that confused me is that you need the... There's a building just with the birds, and then it seems like a secondary one with the birds that takes their tongues out. Because you need both, you know? Alright, so this is humble beginnings. This is how that other town started, in a big grid.
Upon one so trivial.
So we are building up over here so that we can get the mackerel, and then we can deliver it between the two. This stuff can be moved further out now, right? Yeah. See, could we fit some in here? Wouldn't be able to reach that one unless we did this. So that makes things a bit more uneven, maybe more interesting. New island milestone reached. What do we got? Neptunalia Festival. Yeah, sure. Hestiacum. That's the island we were just on, I think. And we got a navigator. Specialist. He's not in specialist. Oh, he's a captain. That's why. Movement speed 15%. Okay. Just keep that until we get here. How's the co-op features compared to 1800? I don't know. It says that it's the same. Or someone... Sorry, I don't know. But on Steam, people looked at it and said that it says that it supports multiplayer. I assume it's the same thing. But I haven't actually looked at it. Yeah, so the first 3 DLCs, apart, if you don't want to know, click off or mute. But the first 3 DLCs allegedly are Sicily, where you can build like on a big island, probably like the Cape Trelawney DLC, and it's something to do with natural disasters. That's generally what's been the rumor. The second one does seem to be focused on games, like a hippodrome is in the artwork. So you asked about like Circus Maximus, that kind of thing. That seems to be there. And then the third one is Egypt as a region that you can go to. So how's our god coming up now? Alright, no, it's still gaining a little bit, yeah, for another 500 points. But we got the health and knowledge benefits, so that's good. And we have 50% productivity on all of these things. So reeds, mud, wattle and daub, eel. We don't have birds on this island though. But the eel I'm interested in now to see with a 50% boost, like, are we okay or do we still need more? Probably still need more, just a little bit more, but it's a lot better than it was. Still need more cockle as well. So much eel. Uh-oh. City status 6. It's like such a negative every time we go up. I feel like they should be... You should want to build up and get bigger, but it's like so many negatives arrive with it. It doesn't feel that good to do it. Our happiness now is like insane. Oh, it's... Oh yeah, I forgot. We have +2 from this. And we lost the -1 that we had earlier, so I guess that makes sense. So now everyone's pretty much positive except for fire safety. Okay. Do you have a warehouse you can get to? Oh, you can actually get to that one. That's amazing. Great. Right, well that should be everything set for the population here. And then have we made our second ship? We have. There they are.
Waiting for your decree.
So I was going to use the money that we have to buy some stuff, if we could. Where is my ship? Thought I had one over here. No? Oh, there it is. Looks like I fat fingered it.
If it's metal or horses you're after, it might actually be of some help.
But yeah, I kind of wanted to start buying better items. Seafaring Captain, hit points 30%, damage slowdown 40%. That might be actually a decent one to get, because we're going to be fighting a little bit in a minute. Finance, income for residences in range, 0.6. Without building up prestige, we don't really have the slots for these, but, I mean, no harm in the little sub-district we have to get her, maybe. Income from Reed Shoes, +2. That's actually pretty big.
We stand waiting.
You can always ask my horses for an honest opinion.
It's kind of funny.
We're old friends here.
We advance.
The other one was down this way. The flagship should be here.
Through the waves.
Seems to be something to do with selecting new ships that I get this lag spike. Health from cockles if supplied +1. That's also pretty big. A shucker. Hit points 20% on ships. And tunics in range. Let's get that hit points on the ship one. Actually, there's another ship thing back in base. So these two are going to be my little military fleet with my flagship. So hit points 25%. We'll add that one. And yeah, cool. So that's one for each then. So you can come back as well. We're going to bring them all together. Then we're going to send them to Latium. We can set up our first trade route between the two. Nice. See you later, Roth. Thank you for confirming Caledorn. That's good to hear. I can confirm. Oh yeah, Caledorn says this, that it's just like in 1800, either shared or as rival governors. Nice, that's great then. Really want to get like paved roads here. Reed shoes and tunics.
Betray all the gods of Olympus.
Alright, let's see how we're doing for reed shoes again. The tunics are really low. And the reed shoes could be better. So, but I think I made extra reeds and I just didn't provide the shoe building. I think that's what happened. So reeds is through the roof, yeah. And we just boosted it as well with our god. So throw one down out there. Anyone else need one? It's a tiny bit of extra happiness, so might as well. And another one here. So that should be reed shoes sorted, I think. Tunics, though, is a different matter. That's coming from another island. So really, we need to check it for all of Albion. And then go consumer goods. We're at 11/13, damn. Come across a lucrative bit of local lore. Yeah, I'm interested, sure.
Oi, Governor, got a sack? I spy a little opportunity. You see, they say the stones in the water there have a bit of magic to them, and many's a sailor has taken one before their voyage. So, I was thinking we could scoop them up, sell them off, and make ourselves a tidy little profit.
It's not offered them, but I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. Sail to the rock formation. Let's just bring our military stuff together first real quick. Oh, you're still here. I meant to bring you back. You could go to the rock formation then.
We advance.
The military ships are together. The civilian ship is on its way. So one of these is going to be the Dapper Daddio. What was it? Legio Dapper. They're called something different when they're on at sea. Why can't I think of what that's called? Like, they're not Legion. There's something else. Can anyone remember? I just can't think of it now. Damn, how can I not remember that? Legio, blah blah, and then it's classis. Classis, that's it.
Waiting for your decree.
Yeah, this is like a memory leak or something almost. There we go.
What could you possibly require?
Classis Dapper. Thanks for this. Hey, Sam the Cancer, thanks. Okay, I was just making sure everything's still good. No one's chatted in a while. I was like, did I drop again? Because I did drop a while ago. The Cult of Mercury Lugus was discovered as well. Some of the chains are wrecking my math incompetent head in, though. But I have played multiplayer during the embargo period, and it has also been very stable. That's good. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had it not be stable. Like, I keep... well, not the multiplayer, obviously, but the slowdown that I'm getting randomly. In my other save, where we built up a huge city... in the beta, no problem. It's just this version. This is the first time I've seen it. I don't know if it's just the save, even, maybe. Mercury Lugus. So, statecraft. Depots, trading piers, and harbor warehouses produce additional prestige, and passive trade is more profitable. Cool, but I don't want that. Alright. Alright, so drop you in. Alright, so you take on that captain. One of these. What do we got? Hit points 25%, cargo slowdown.
The men are at your service.
So the other one's just a better version of him, basically.
The men are at your service.
This is movement speed 10. Okay.
Waiting for your decree.
Something else you can do, people might not know, is you can drag out ships formations.
Hey up, Governor. You shouldn't be here. These stones is for common folk. It's bad luck for a king to touch them.
Take the stones.
Close enough, right?
Create fake holy stones. I can't just leave them.
I believe a simple replica will adequately
Sure,
serve
we'll
the
fake it.
Imperator's needs.
I think we did that before, I just don't remember the outcome. The holy stones deliver 10 dye plants and 10 limestone to the trading post, so we can't do limestone. You know what? I've been saying, oh, can't do concrete, can't do that. But can't we just buy it? Can you just buy everything? Even if you don't have it unlocked at all? Oh, it's not in my list. Oh, okay. Maybe you have to first acquire it and then you can do it. Although some of the things here that I've never had. No results. Okay, we have to go out and get it, I guess. At least health is positive. Yeah, everything's pretty much positive now. Just the fire safety. That's kind of temporary, though. You know, we're gaining 2 happiness. I'm sorry, you said health. But yeah, happiness is positive, too. But happiness is +2 from all our houses right now. And we're gaining a big knowledge boon right now, too. We have to make concrete before we can get those paved roads. Just wondering what to get next. We're about to get a speed increase to our ships. Plated hulls. Armored plating on the outer of a hull of a ship makes it more resilient. You have to equip that, though. Scorpiones. Cover positions. Archers increase morale and toughness. And cavalry. Artificer intelligence. A siege workshop adds knowledge to the area. We'll do the officium permit. I don't really need that, though. Just, I don't know. It only takes 2 minutes. Prestige area of effect from the barracks. Sure. It's again only 2 minutes, so these are super quick. Warmer hospitality. Allows you to build more officium. See, officium, that's fine. I've got 4, though. My island's so crammed I can barely... Their radii are overlapping, and I don't even have all the items to use them, really. Large gifts. Allows you to give large amounts of money to other governors in exchange for favor. Effect range of the Grammaticus is increased. Yeah, actually, let's do that. More patrols for health, so plagues get stomped out quicker. Happiness area of effect for Custodes. That's 13 minutes. I'll get that second, actually. That requires getting this one before that. Okay. At least we've queued it up for a while. Is there an incentive to play aggressive military, or is it mostly defensive? I don't know. Well, what's the incentive? The incentive would be, if you played aggressive military, you could take other islands that have unique fertilities. So, in this scenario, I'm missing something. I'm missing copper, which was down on this southern island. And it was taken by someone else. Now, you can just buy copper, but if you played aggressively, you just have it, I suppose. And if you knock out all other opponents, then you've got everything you need. So, that's the incentive. Is it a big incentive? Not really, though, you know. I was able to just buy copper, and it just seems to be just coming in totally fine. I've set a limit of 50. Buy if we're below 50, and we seem to always have a decent amount, and it's cheap. However, you just saw, like, limestone. I can't buy that. That said, it's from a different theater. You could probably buy it in Latium.
The Roman leaf grind looks like seasoning.
The copper that I purchased has been running this stuff, and we've been making loads of them, so there's really no issue. It's been great. What else could we buy maybe to
That beer is looking real friendly.
fulfill these guys' needs? So the next thing for them, this is, no, it's not as good as it could be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, you need 7 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. Oh, right. I didn't see the other 2 that were down here. I was like, is this even possible? We need fur hats and cloaks. But for this, we need 500 aldermen in total. We could upgrade a few more to get to that.
I never say no to a beer.
So we can just unlock it. And we need 750 to start doing chariots. And we saw that you need chariots for patricians. And then fine glass. And then there's the barrow. We need 1,000 aldermen for that, and a sacred grove. I think for all of this, that's totally well and good, but I need more land out here. We need to convert this into arable land. So let's just extend this even further again. I guess that's ultimately the incentive, is I'm starting to run out of space. Like, for all the resources I need to support this many people, I don't really have the space for it. So you have to start investing in your other islands, but they're also jam-packed. This one has actually lots of space on it, so we could build this up a bit more. But I've only got 3 islands here. Eventually, like, it's just not going to be enough really anymore. No, I didn't start to save in a previous patch, Caledorn. Sorry I didn't reply to you soon enough there. This was started 2 days ago. Brand new game. I'm on the 1.2 version, which is the latest.
Can I call on you for aid?
Donate an impressive sum, and we get 8 reputation. If I give her 35,000, I'll do it. Whatever you need.
I look forward to seeing you around more often.
We're up to 35 with her now. Reputation overview. So I don't really get this screen. Like, I'm at 35. I still have this symbol though, this one. Surely I'd be at this by now, no?
Your people are ailing.
A governor with this icon might change tiers soon. Oh. So
All hail
maybe
Anno,
it'll happen soon.
First fool of Bretonach.
Hiding behind.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get that. It makes the items cheaper to roll. Anyway, let's head to Latium. How do we do that? Oh, this symbol. That's cool. You can send them to anyone else's islands too. Don't know if they're going to travel together or not, but Godspeed.
Stand, waiting.
They don't have anything to bring to Latium. There's nothing that they need to bring over there at the moment. We'll set up an actual trade route going back and forth, but for now, well, let me just double check that.
Trousers will save your
Because we're only at tier 2 over there. They don't really need anything yet. Here, these guys need limestone and a few other things. So it's more about the journey back, really. Yeah, I don't even know what they need. Copper, if we can get it over there, would actually be good. Because then we can just bring it in without having to buy it. Although it's so cheap to buy, I don't really mind buying it. These guys need amphora. That requires resin. Resin is something we don't have either. And olives. Again, have to bring that in from there. Can we buy that, maybe? No. Can ships destroy a drainage gate to flood the plain? You know what? They probably can, because like these buildings were being attacked on the coast. And when I played a month ago, it was sort of like this. I had like a limestone building and a few other just random buildings further in, and they were being attacked. So why not? That would be awesome. That would be so cool. You'd have to like set up defenses here, put towers next to your drainage gates. It's not a bad idea if we were to be attacked. But yeah, you'd want to do like that. Another one there. And have like patrolling ships or something just in case. If you're at war especially. I like where your head's at. Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought of that. It's a good idea. Because I was trying to think earlier, like, what are situations where this could go down? Like, if it burns down, could this all be destroyed? This is still ongoing, by the way. I assume it's this festival triggered before that happened. But then I think it reset the timer of it. We have to destroy 2 quincrunes. That's what we're going to try and do. Quincrunes are powerful, though. I feel like I might need to send even another ship back down with them. So, how do we look at that? We have to go to the world map. There they are. They're en route. It normally tells you how long it's going to take to get there. It's not telling me. Or maybe that's only if they're on a trade route.
Fire has started in your city. Fire has started in your city.
Go, go, go. They've got it. They got it under control. I think people are still training while they're have water being thrown on them. They'll be fine. Yeah, okay, let's just continue to build further out here. I want to get more mercators. Ultimately, I just want to unlock more things so we can do more with them. I suppose, actually, we do have some extra chains already. They could be getting the brooches. Brooches are worth a lot of money, actually. Oh, they're not worth as much as they used to be. They used to be 4. Now they're only worth 2. Oh well. You've got everything else, though. You don't have a phantom here. I would probably put it there, actually. Oh, we can just put it right over that bonfire thing. I feel a bit bad, though. I'll leave that for now. Silver. So we have silver on the island, right? Ish. So we've got 2 untapped mining deposits there. And 2 in here. Every mine, though, gives you a negative to health. That's why I've been keeping these ones away for now, anyway. Let's do a silver mine. So silver every 30 seconds into a silver forge every 1 minute. I've got my random slowdown again. Come on, game. There we go. Fire safety -2. Affected buildings 9. That's every 30 seconds into 1 minute. So you need 2 of these if you want. They need charcoal, and then this is every 2 minutes. So you'd need 4 of these. Fibularium. That's the warehouse, I guess. Do I have the workforce for all this? Probably not. It's totally overkill, but let's just do it. I do wish they did something about that, where it's like, okay, you got 4 of these together. It's like you can have like a bigger version, like it all just graphically links together, or an actual bigger building where it's like the footprint is just slightly less than having 4, and the workforce is maybe just slightly less. To encourage you like trying to upgrade and build up to like the bigger versions. But anyway, it's a different thing, I suppose. Refuse the ransom.
Your people are ailing.
Yeah, so it's a little concerning because I just sent pretty much all the military ships out of this region. We do have one though that's on its way.
Your city.
Should be okay. Yeah, the game comes out at 11 p.m. for me, so it's 6 p.m. now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so about 4 hours, 45 minutes. Depends where you are, if it's going to be 12 a.m. or not. For me, it's 11 p.m. How's it going with the gods? Still Mars? No, we chose something Celtic. We just switched it recently. After Mars, we chose Minerva to get a tech boost, which was great. And then we chose Cernunnos, which gives us a bonus to Eel, Wattle and Daub Timber, like kind of more Albion fertilities, basically. But also gives us a health benefit and a knowledge benefit to every household. Health +2, knowledge +2. I've been holding off expanding because I'm just worried about running out of material for them again. Eel is at 11. Cockles is at 11, but it needs even more. And the reed shoes, like we're just barely able to hang on with the amount we have.
Marsh fever.
Guess it'll get better when these guys get better.
Fire's gone cold.
Fire's gone cold. Could make one of you, I guess. Another one. There's one there. Alright, we're loading up our first batches of silver. So this will make brooches for these guys. This is actually needed, I think, in Latium for a higher tier. Maybe for tier 3.
Under attack.
I think so, anyway. One of my other islands. Oh, they dropped troops again. Shit. Oh no, this is on an island that's not going to be able to help that at all. These guys are in transit. They're out of here. These 3 that are escorting, we could bring them over and see what happens. Oh, I could pick up troops and bring them over to fight. Thinking about it. I don't know if I'd have time though. Let's try to do it with one of the ships. Actually, go over here. How do I get them out of their camp? There we go. Got archers as well. I assume every ship can take at least one.
Just as you burned mine.
Towers? Yeah, I don't have any towers on this island. I don't have any military weapons, so I couldn't build them. I also just didn't think they'd go for a smaller island. I just wasn't thinking. This thing is firing its onager onto that unit. Honestly, they don't have long left before they're going to just die anyway. Almost taking one unit out, though. She's going to get a successful radar mate, because I've been looking at the radar and there's been no pirate ships. Like, they're red, right? There's been none, so I've been like, yeah, this is fine. Oh, man, this sucks, this slowdown thing I'm getting. If other people get this, that's going to be a real problem. So how do I do this? Get on? Alright, they're on. If I lose the whole island, it's gonna be such a nightmare. So we've taken out one of their units just by default. Our other ships are on their way. This one have military on it. Enemy unit was defeated. So what are they doing? Is this throwing torches on it? Yeah. Three units. I wonder how many units you can fit on one ship. Because I didn't even see the ship that came in. This one.
An Eagle Standard would
A
make
raider
nice
ship.
figurehead.
Come on, man. Where are my ships here? There's 1, 2, and 3. So these two are the ones that can just fire on them from the coast. Yeah, I think it's mostly 90% economic. I agree with what Dapper has said. It's like, I like the combat, but it's not a focus for me. But it's fun. It shakes up the gameplay a bit. To me, anyway. Dude, friendly fire. Hitting our own ships. Something I'm not really sure is how do you get your... If you take damage with troops, how do they replenish? Just over time? It's a trade ship coming in. These are the ones with the troops on board. Seems like we've got it. I mean, yeah. It'd be funny if they like ran deeper into the town, just started going mental. But I think the AI is just like, hey, you have to take the warehouse. Get Al Whiskerman in the fight. On his flagship, he should be arriving in Latium soon. A delayed response perhaps, but a response nonetheless. Defended. Easy. Now we have to go take out their ship.
Waiting for your decree.
Absolutely destroyed. Ship's under attack. Where's that happening? Oh my god, the slowdown. That's just here. Okay.
Better a wet grave than to die a slave.
I wonder if I was just to let the other save... I'll test it myself later. But I'll let the other save just run for a while and see, like... Is that save broken, or is it this save-specific bug that's happening? Picked up sails? I don't really care. Now, any other pirate ships anywhere? Not that I can see. Just inside their base, I guess. Let's check Latium. Don't know if we've arrived yet or not. What happens with those troops, 27 out of 44 that are running? They just disappear. I assume there's a way to make them regroup. But if they don't regroup, they just disappear. They desert, I guess. Just the one trireme so far still. Queso Syracuse get really close to, actually. Where are we? Oh, we're nearly there. Alright, well let me just queue up the other guys to get back on their ship and send them back home. Although not that it matters, you could station them there I suppose actually, if you wanted to.
Don't mind helping out.
These guys were patrolling.
Action.
Or escorting, I mean.
I hope you'll guard the guards. Hmm?
Alright, sending them home. And this is our new trireme here. Washer at the foe. Yeah, so if there's any quests or something to go kill ships, we could use this one to do it.
Rock that isn't infested with murderous mud crawlers.
1 trireme and 2 pentacounters destroy. Yeah, sure. Let's get all our military ships together and we'll do that. Wondering if you can help defend your island in first person. Yeah, because you can attack. So maybe. Maybe I'll try to do that next time. Oh, sorry, you did say hop down there. Yeah, I'll have to do that next time.
What could you possibly require?
Ships are coming in now. There they are.
Neptune's finest.
What a journey. So for getting that one, we could go chase, try to clear the pirates a bit.
We advance.
So now we have 2 triremes here. That's good. So Hestiacum is like our, I guess, main island here, and we came in just right over there. So that's a pretty good spot to come in from. It'd be awesome to solo Emperor legions. Can you? Does the Emperor land legions on your? I guess they do say that they can get angry at you and stuff. Makes sense.
We stand waiting.
So we have the classes Dapper, the Y7. It looks like Neferneru is actually taking out the pirates. There's not as many as there used to be. Or they're in... Oh no, they are here. They're just chilling. We saw this before in my other series, that the AI just sometimes just... I don't know if it's intentional or not. I reported it to Ubisoft just as a thing they should know about. That the pirates just group up and don't move for a long period of time. But if you go close to them, they will. I thought they were like planning an attack, but it was like 6 hours. They never moved, so... Doesn't seem intentional.
Possibly require. Neptune's finest. Ready. So away, Praetor.
Damn. Alright, we're here, we're here.
Neptune's finest. Ready. Fortune favors the bold.
Oh god, we can actually just do 1v1, I guess. Seems like we'll win every fight.
No freedom for that lot. What a pity.
Festina Lente.
We'll pick up that stuff with the triremes.
We stand waiting.
Got him.
We advance.
Alright, job done. There is a quest target ship here that we were given to take out. That guy said his little buddies were taken captive.
Through the waves.
Let's go to the repair crane, I guess. Hello, is this game better than Anno 1800? I don't know. Who are you fighting? Pirates, just pirates. The Queso Syracuse pirates.
What could you possibly require? We stand waiting.
He actually picked up some of the stuff from his own ships. That's kind of cool. There we go, he dropped a bunch.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Ugh. That slowdown's getting worse, man. It's happening like every couple of minutes now. Everything else on my PC I think is okay.
Waiting for your decree.
Ooh, armor. And tiles. Oh, the tiles will be good actually.
Time flies, as do we.
More armor. Cool. Let's bring it home.
Mariners, forward. We advance.
Alright, just telling them all to go there. We'll catch back up on them soon. Maybe restart and see if it flushes out of memory leak. Already did. Not that long ago. And it still occurred straight away. Right, what's next? Maybe getting more... Yeah. We could try go for more Romans. That wasn't what I clicked. I clicked...
Like silver. Others sound like sick chickens.
I definitely clicked to move them into this thing. Oh well. Not a big deal, I guess. Oh, but I was doing the tier 2 houses. No, that was my bad. Yeah, never mind. They couldn't upgrade that way. It's these ones that can. But I want to move them out to the... out here.
We do what we can for the innocents.
She offers me a treaty.
Betray all the gods of Olympus for a benighted, be-antlered heathen.
Request a trade treaty. Yeah, sure. Might have to move them soon, but these ones can upgrade also. Cool. I guess the easiest thing here would just actually be to bring this up a bit. Can another house fit in there? No. Maybe check if there's an update. I doubt there will be any update until maybe when the game comes out. We've still got quite a bit to go. Alliance treaties. And marble roads. Yeah, alright, we have to get back to... Oh, I have to put down houses there again. So we're ultimately trying to... Oh my god, this... Slow down. Trying to level these guys up so they can consume... Sorry, game's just like lagging like crazy. We're almost at 500. That's what I'm trying to get to, so we can get cloaks and then the bread or whatever. Fur hats. I thought it was bread. Fur hats. And see what they need to get that.
I get no horse for free. Get a good look at its mouth before you buy, yeah?
Hey, Sheds. Yeah, I would watch the part 1 series, honestly. It's nice to watch it live, because you can ask anything you want, but The video series is probably a good show of like the Latium side of things. If you want to see more Albion, it's here, but we're pretty far into this now. If I were a Roman and told by a Celt I could only build my house on a floodplain, I'd make sure I was a good neighbor. Yeah, it's true. Such little humble beginnings. I want to build up more, but I'm just... we don't have what we need. I guess there is a lot of marshland here I can make use of. We're going to need... Oh yeah, these got destroyed. That's okay, that can go. We're now making brooches, by the way, so that's all good. Got 8 in storage. That means they all have them. So money should be a bit better because of that. Only a little bit though. 2 per household. Extra belief as well. They also want soap. So they need pigs and stuff. And that'll increase health. Health is... could be better, I guess. It's not that bad though. It also increases population, so that's worth doing. We need lavender though. So soap will come from Latium, I think. Probably best to do that. Let's just see if this works. They seem a bit close to me, but maybe they'll be okay. Come on, game. So that's more eel, and then they need more of this. Oh yeah, can we build on the water now? Ships cannot land. Harbor area. Harbor mastery, yeah. Allows the placement of Albion's coastal production buildings in the water. Okay. Well, apparently not. Here? Harbor area. Doesn't want to let me do that.
Come all the way out here?
Okay, I don't know why. That would fit in there, actually, surprisingly. They need to improve that. It's just they're not connecting properly.
Structure is under attack.
I didn't know I had to destroy ships in this area. Oh yeah, I took that on, didn't I? It's a contract. 2 pentacounters. So you just disembark the troops again, and then we'll send these guys out to take them down. I forgot about that. It's 2 pentacounters and a trireme, but I don't see the trireme. Maybe it was killed.
Waiting for your decree.
They're harassing my guys.
Under attack.
I think you need to add the wooden road first, then the building. Excuse me. You can do that. I mean, oh, you mean out here? Could try. It also says there's no warehouse. Nope. It just has. It says ships cannot land. Harbor area is actually okay. It's like ships cannot land, as if there's like a ship landing there or something.
We ought to take good care of our ways.
I think it's a bug with them like crisscrossing each other. It's just like something gone wrong with that, in my opinion. Like in Anno 1800, it shows you like the area, right, in a crosshatch UI to tell you what can and can't be built in front. And we do have that for our main port. If we try building in front of it over here, like you see it there, like there is that thing exists. But it specifically says requires free area in front of building. That's fine. But then it says ships cannot land. I don't know what that means. It's almost like it thinks there should be a harbor here, and that's like they need to be able to dock and trade. Ship pathfinding not working properly with those angles? I don't know. It's more like the building pathfinding isn't working diagonally. Or the grid. The research times, are they real time? Yeah, in terms of minutes and stuff. This game doesn't tell you anything about time passing other than in real numbers. Alright. Should have enough now to expand a bit, I think. Eel is really good. Cockles is good. Those are the two that matter, just at the very start, for keeping up the basic population. Does feel weird building along the canals like this, but I don't really know what else I could do. Alright, we can put some trees down or something to make this look a little bit better. It's like Little Venice. We've got little canals. They might be a bit far from the market. Yeah, I probably need another one like up here. A bit further back, but I'll leave it here for now. Hey, Genome Cop. Good to see you. Isn't it because your farms were blocking the trajectory? Look, I don't know what the issue is. I know that in Anno 1800, in the front of this, it would tell you, like, it might come out really far. It does do that over here, so we see it on the front of the main dock building, so it's quite clear you're not supposed to build in front of that. When it comes to here, we cannot see that, but that does seem to be what's happening, because I can take this one and rotate it, and it will fit here. I just can't take another one and rotate it here. It seems to be like, you know, this is arguably coming down, sorry, this way, right? Let's imagine it's coming all the way out to here. So you'd think I could maybe put one in here, but no, can't do that. Ships cannot land is what it says. The requirement for the harbor area is okay, but it says ships cannot land. If I go further like this, it's like, no, 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 you're out of the harbor area. So, okay, yeah, that's fine. And this one says ship requires free area in front of a building. So that's not it. So I don't know. You know, it could be any of these. I just don't know. This doesn't have enough harbor area. It's coming over the edge. So that's fine. Totally understand. This one we're getting. Look at where the lines are appearing. The red squiggly lines. Like, I don't know. Don't know what that means or why it's doing that in this way. This seems just not working to me, or at the very least, not well communicated to the player, right? Hopefully that addresses that. Yeah, you know what? They've got no service buildings here as well. They need fire station and stuff. I never really built any of the little things in Albion. In Rome or Latium I do that a lot, but here it just doesn't really seem as worthwhile. Until we get paved roads, I feel like they suck, so they don't go very far. There we go. That's what we wanted. Cool. Alright, so Mercators, Amphore, we need resin, the mud dryer, which we have, and potter. The resin, unfortunately, we don't have that on any of these islands. Oh, we do on this one. Nice. They require tiles, and they require what tier? Oh, they actually require Mercators to work. Well, I guess that's not the worst thing. You can have both, right? It's just a bit weird, but I guess it works. Okay, and we just need to deliver. Oh yeah, did we take out that ship, by the way? What the? Whoa. He's got a lot of ships. Not outside my island, at least. Is he at war with anyone? Oh, nice. We got that in the religion thing. I've been meaning to look at that. Sorry, hang on.
I got a deal with the Emperor. They let me do anything.
Shh. Forest production buildings generate all other forest products in addition to their usual output every third cycle. So every third cycle, we get a little bit extra. Now that's forest products, so I assume that means that this, every third cycle... Yeah, there you go. Oh! It makes resin. We don't even need to go anywhere else to get it. Even though that's not even a fertility here. Wow. Bless the gods. A little bit of resin. So if I was to check that really quickly... Dude, 5 tons per minute. I'll take it. That's great. I was just about to send stuff all the way over there and do all that stuff. Don't have to do that now. That came at a great time. I mean, I knew what I was doing. That's why I leveled up, so I got more people. I knew exactly what I was doing with all of that. So now, the resin's provided. The mud is here already. We just need an M4A. We'll pop it in to this fire region. They should have enough charcoal. So that should be easy. Let's see, do they need any more than that? They might need 2. There you go. Time to delete those charcoals. Why would I do that? Well, actually, let's see how many we... Well, they're making resin. The charcoal burners are making resin. It's all feeding each other. You kind of want to keep them all. You could lower everything down a little bit, but we're getting resin from that. And it's only on... No, it... Is it only on that island? No, it should be only on the island where we choose that god, I think.
A decision, your judiciousness.
Hilaria in Willowfax. Sure. Like, it won't be on this island, right? I'll just double check that, but oh, it is. It's a global effect, because this place's patron god is Mars. Wow, so it's just a global effect from that. Damn, that's huge. So then, here if I build these, which I might still do, or I could get rid of the Roman, these, actually get rid of them. If I did build them though here, they would now make charcoal and wood. It's interesting. I thought you could make them through lumber with that god thing. You can, right? You could, and I am. But these are also making more lumber and more resin. So if I get rid of that, I have less resin coming in because it's a forest-based building. You know? So why not? Why delete them? I mean, they're all helping each other. They all do the same thing. So this one's doing lumber. Cool. So, you know, every 30 seconds we get 1 lumber. Great. And that has its boosts and everything. That's brilliant. But then it's also got the effect of we're also going to be producing charcoal and resin every 3 cycles. In fact, even extra wood. So it's like, it's all just bonus. So if I get rid of 1 charcoal thing, then I'm getting rid of 1 extra wood, 1 extra resin, and 1 extra charcoal, if you think of it that way. But when you're optimizing further and you start really needing space, it's like, yeah, you only need then just a couple of the ones that you really want. But I'm just going to keep what I've got because it's all gravy. It's all extra. How are the ships you sent off? They arrived in Latium. We did some fighting with them. They should be actually healing up now. These ones I managed to put in the middle of the ocean, and then Neferneru's fleet went right next to me, and I meant to check. Is he at war with anyone? And can I check if he is? His army power is 16,000. He's got 10 times the army strength as me. He's got 10 times the naval power.
Describe the perfect funeral.
10 times the, if not more, the defensive power on his island. God, he's kicking butt.
Edifying.
The others are a bit more normal. I guess I'm a 3-star player.
Entrails excised, body embalmed, linen wrapped, sealed in stone for all eternity.
And I don't know what he's doing with this, but he's moving some of them now.
What could you possibly require?
It's just a show of force, I guess.
Mummifying.
Mariners, forward!
It's just the one wreckage. Yeah, we'll get that. But yeah, we can head back to Latium for a minute.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
There are no negatives on wood. No, but you still produce a lot less though. If I get rid of all my charcoal burners, I won't be making enough charcoal. I could put down more and more wood, I guess, because there's no negatives. But it still won't be as much charcoal as that I make, because it's only every 3 cycles you get charcoal. So you'd need 3 wood burners to equivalent, or 3 wood cutters. You need 3 wood cutters for the equivalent of 1 charcoal burner. So it's still like, I still need the charcoal.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
These are the military ships. Let's go. This is one of the quinqueremes that we have to take down, right? It's on its own, so actually it's perfect to go for it now.
We advance! What could you possibly require?
Thanks, I thought they were bringing back concrete. They're supposed to. We're not at the point where we can even get limestone yet, though. Or make concrete. You have to get to tier 3. So I've just been slow.
Time flies, as do we.
It's under attack.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Alright, that should be that. Man, clicking the flotsam has never been harder. There we go. Rescue the Liberty. Got one of them. To find the other one, though. It's over there. Alright, so we'll just heal up and then we'll go out again. So, yeah, to get limestone. Well, let's improve that. Did I ever do the bread here? No. God damn.
Is it too little demand, perhaps?
No, it's not too little demand. You've been doing great. So, we wanted to do a bakery. Bakery required tiles, so we built that. We needed the mill. The mill was going to go here. And we have that bug again, where you can't upgrade a blueprint on this. So that's the mill. So, you're every 30 seconds, you're every 1 minute, so you need 2 of these.
Fire has started in your city.
It's fine. Another one like here. Make use of that space next to the river. Alright, 2 plus 1 plus the bakers. The bakers actually makes money, but it's increasing fire risk, so we'll just do it here. They need charcoal, but there should be enough on the island. Oh yeah, do we get that benefit in Latium as well? Dude, we do. That's crazy. That's so good. Right, just dump that stuff over. I don't really need the tiles. How much do you sell for? 12? It's just, I don't care.
What could you possibly require?
Alright, we'll just let this heal, and once that's healed, we'll head back out. Yeah, so is there limestone on this? I feel like you can just make limestone anywhere, right? Haven't unlocked it yet. So we need to get to tier 3. Once we do that, then we can get them just fine. So for tier 3, we need sandals 200 population. They have their Grammaticus and their, what's it called? Sanctuary, so that's fine. Sorry, the game's just lagging again. I like how you just calmly announce as the fire started and you're like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like it's a festival, yeah. Are there quality of life things you missed from 1800? Yeah, there's a bunch. Yesterday I read out a whole feedback email I gave to Ubisoft about things that are missing. It would just take me too long to go through now, but a few, the big one really is not being able to see how much you sell through passive trade. Another one for me is not being able to identify which houses don't have what you need. So let's say I'm like, who has the lowest population? What house has the lowest population? Like, I don't think you can look that up. Whereas you used to be able to do that before. You could list them by... There's definitely a way to see all your houses, but you used to be able to filter them by, like, who has the most people. And then you could look at the one that doesn't. And you're like, oh, that's the one that's missing the market. It's out of reach or whatever. So stuff like that can be... is missing. It just feels like, yeah, we're missing stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm fighting the controls as well. The modular harbor? What's the modular harbor? Do you mean Docklands? That's not a quality of life thing. That's a DLC. I don't really feel like I'm missing that, personally. I don't know if there is any other dock building, though. Is there? Maybe there is one in the tech tree eventually. Like a pier. Kind of wish you could search the tech tree. This is all like naval stuff. Safe havens. Construct on the water in Latium. Oh yeah, get mackerel everywhere. I forgot about that. Allows the placement of harbor buildings in the water. Oh right, so this one's different. It's just production water buildings. Yeah. Thank you. I'll keep an eye out for that feedback. No worries. Yeah, it was in yesterday's stream, and it was like for about 10 minutes. I just talked through like the big list of it. But anyway, it was OP. You could skip a lot of things with it. Yeah. So Docklands, people really like Docklands. You can bring in loads of stuff and everything. I wouldn't want that. I didn't like it. I thought it was okay. Like it was a fine DLC, but I think it did disrupt the game balance like way too much. And even if you chose not to use it, it still was just weird. It's like, here comes a ship. One ship that arrives every 20 minutes, and it's able to load like thousands of goods on it, or unload like 10,000 ore into your island. It's like, nah, I don't know, man. Just, it's too much. Yeah, so wasn't a huge fan of that one. So I wouldn't even call that quality. That's not quality of life, you know. That's just that's a mechanic. So that mechanic is gone. So if you relied on that, I feel like, yeah, you don't have that now.
We stand waiting.
Anyway, need to upgrade these guys. Can't upgrade them. What are you missing? Tunics. Or hats. Hats are actually so much easier to make. Let's just make those. I always do this where I build in a different area. I should just build down where I have this warehouse. You could use 4 of those for that, but we'll need these later for other things, so don't mind overpopulating that for now. And that should allow me to upgrade a bunch once it's done. They'll get their hats. The ships are ready, so let's send them back out to get that other Quinquereem. Same with mail. The mail sucked. Mail like just did not work, in my opinion. Like for the game design. Mail, I hated the mail system. I was like, this is the only DLC that I actually just thought was actually not good. Like, cool with airships and everything. I like the airships, But the way you picked up mail and it transferred into a different item, and then you couldn't like take what you needed from a certain island, it was so annoying. Like it behaved so differently to every other good in the game. I just really didn't like that. I like the lifestyle idea though. That was kind of cool. Anyways, I sound really negative. Generally, I was like really happy with almost all the DLCs. But you guys just talked about the two that I was probably least up on, Docklands and yeah, the mail one. Trying to think what other ones there were if I was unhappy with anything. I liked the Arctic. A lot of people didn't really like that, and they were like, "Oh, you don't really get anything for going there." I thought it was super cool. I didn't care that it didn't like net me a load of money or give me like a load of stuff. You get gas, and it's like, okay. Didn't really bother me though. I just loved the, I guess, unique items and stuff you could get up there, but also just dealing with new residents. But they did correct it a lot with Mbesa, where it's like, this is a great theater and it feeds back. I mean, ideally, yeah, if you could have both. I still recommend people try the Arctic if they haven't, or they were put off.
As do we.
I wonder, is it anything to do with that Neferneru guy? Because he's got so many ships and so much going on. Like, is it bottlenecking around him doing things, maybe? Because look at all the stuff he's doing. Look at all this. It's insane. That he has so many ships. These are all his ships. Jeez. Look at them.
A ship is under attack.
Waiting for your decree.
I like the Arctic too, but it didn't have much replayability since there was optimal ways to build the main city there. Yeah, I actually, I played Anno 1800 for like 500, 600 hours or something like that, and I only played in one save file. So, and I only played the sandbox. So replayability for me wasn't really a thing, I guess. I just did one world.
What could you possibly require?
I guess you could say that about Cape Trelawney. Okay, here's another one I hate. I don't like the big island of Cape Trelawney. And I don't really like the idea of adding in a region that's the same climate. Because there was a finite amount of regions they could do. It's like, God, don't do another region that's just the old world again. But people love that one, so I think that's like extremely disruptive to like the replay, not just the replayability of the game, but like, here's a giant blank canvas with all these fertilities and all the mining that you'll ever need. It's like, great. Like, how can I like have to force myself to ignore that? And I did. Much to people's annoyance. I was like, no, I'm only gonna go there and turn it into a farm. And that's what I did. I just made a giant, like, huge factory farm to support regular islands. And people were always really annoyed. And I was like, look, all the other creators go there and build their big mega cities there, so everyone else can go watch them. I just hate this fact that this giant blank canvas exists. It completely like goes against the design of the game, in my opinion, of like limited space, dealing with fertilities, building like having to think about what you build. But I guess if you just want to push the numbers higher, it's like that's where you got to go. It felt a bit different with the New World version of that though. It wasn't as big and open. But ultimately, it's the same thing. It's like, you got to go there, and you get your power and all that. It's like, yeah. Anyway, I followed your series from start to end. I have more than 1K hours in it, though. It started multiple times. Nice. It's taking ages to get to this. Is he going? Oh, we'll catch him. One of the quality of life things is my ships don't travel together. And there's no way you can do that, I don't think. Like, is there a way I can say travel as a group? You know, in 1800 you have mixed, individual, or grouped. So it's like, stay together, be mixed, do whatever you want, or just travel as individuals. And yeah, they don't have that in this. You have 7,000 hours in Anno 1800. Damn. I think I've like got 1,000 in total because I pause the game and do all my beauty build. Well, you can't pause the game, but I would do a lot of beauty building. But in terms of videos, I did like 130, I think. And I played one or two of the scenarios a bit. Scenarios are cool. With the types of islands in mind, what do you expect the theater in Egypt will look like? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I imagine it's still going to be islands. You know, we have Latium here, and it's all a collection of islands. It's not like it has to be a mainline continent or something. I imagine it would just be... I mean, the basic answer is like, yeah, it's going to be like in Besa or like in Anno 1404, this sort of more arid region, and maybe you're doing something with the Nile, you know, harnessing some production buildings on the river and irrigating the land a bit. And then you're getting a lot of food that you can send back home. I mean, I guess. Ship needs to get out of here. That's why people are like, oh, maybe they'll go to Spain and stuff. It's like, I don't know if there's enough difference in that climate to make it an interesting theater. Like, to me, you need like a real... It has to feel like really different. It can't just be, okay, it's Spain, like we have silver here. It's like, okay. It needs to be like something interesting going on. Same with Greece. It's like, what do you do different in Greece?
What could you possibly
Like, yeah, you can make up like different chains and have different houses, style and stuff, but what's the, you know, it needs to be different. Like, you have to think differently there. That's my point. Otherwise, it's just like a reskinned version of Latium. So I wouldn't know what to do if I was them in terms of going different places. Like, Egypt is fairly obvious, but after that, I'm like, I actually don't know what you do next. Maybe something like Asia Minor and like the Silk Road and stuff. It's like, I would maybe think about that because it's, at least that's kind of different. But yeah. Alright, we're sending that guy back. We've only got 9 minutes to get back with this. Didn't realize it was timed. I like the extra space to enable more realistic layouts. Well, that's the thing. If you're into the creative building, and I am actually, but if you're into the realism and the creative building, that's why I think people like having just a really big city to build. So I get it. But I like the gameplay of Anno probably more even than the aesthetic aspects. So to me, it's like the limited space forces you to make like interesting choices. And if you just give me like a huge, really open plain with loads of fertilities, it's like, well, okay, why not just like remove islands altogether? Just give me a giant map then to let me play on that at that point. Just call it a creative mode. Because you basically erode the need for anything else, even with that corner island. So just why not just go all the way? Just as an option. It's like, do you want to play on a giant, massive piece of land? Why not? Why not just win the game already? I won't be winning anytime soon. I have to take him out. Well, there is no win state to the game, right? It's just... if you destroy all the other competitors, I suppose. But I didn't even do that in my other series. I just took... oh, actually, I did. Wasn't it Margaret? Whatever her name was. Margaret, I think? We had to destroy her. She got too aggressive.
Your people are ailing.
It's gonna take a while to get there. 7 minutes, damn. Anyway, do you think we're a bit narrow thinking it'll be specifically Egypt DLC? Could it not be Hellenic DLC, which encompasses a lot more than simply Egypt as a faction? We could be thinking narrowly, but I don't know why you would do that. I mean, obviously in Egypt, yeah, at this time, in this time period, it's like an infusion of Hellenic and Egyptian and Roman. If we're taking like the year 117. So you could have, if they wanted to do what they've done in Albion, which is like, hey, do you want to go down the Hellenic path or the Egyptian path? That could be kind of cool. And that would make Egypt even more interesting. And then you'd have the canal system as well. It'd be very much like Albion then, but Obviously focus on slightly different things, but it would be really similar building wise.
Fire has started in your city.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be something more to it than that. I don't know. They already sort of teased Egypt. No, it is going to be Egypt. There's no doubt in my mind it'll be Egypt. But yeah, as to like the populations you're managing and what you're doing there, I don't. Yeah, maybe they could do something a bit more creative with that.
Half decent scran on cockles.
We have our M4A now. We're ready.
Shells are handy too.
We can actually upgrade these guys. It took a while, but we're there. It's the first time seeing nobles, actually.
Ah, a noble sentiment.
Oh, he looks like my Hans von Schlong guy. Or whatever, Hans von... What? Maximus Schlonginus, sorry. Didn't realize that's what the nobles look like. Makes sense. Sweet. Would really like to pave these roads just to make it look better. What does he need? A temple and baths. Hand mirrors and fine glass. So it's a lot of the stuff that we were looking at before. Wigs. Need one of those. And togas. And soap. The Phantom, the Aqueduct Cistern, the Theatre. Yeah, so in order to progress any further, we need concrete. Like, it just has to happen. Oh yeah, and then what else?
I could not live without hypocaust heating. Now, cows can keep you warm. But the smell...
Oh my god, I didn't know he sounded like that. Can't unhear it. There we go. So it's a bird charmer and then you get a tongue plucker. Yeah, damn. So we have birds on one of these islands, I think. No, we don't actually. So I don't have that fertility unless I go take it. But we could do wine instead by getting the grapes that we do have in Latium.
I await your instruction.
What game have you been playing?
I'll notify the magistrates.
Whose island is it? Oh, this is Concordia's island. Looks quite cool being able to see down there. This would be a good one to have in the Let's Play, actually. Could build something up there. New World landmass, Manola. Oh no.
Libertus, I am glad we have you, Governor. We'd all be in chains if we didn't.
They'll be fine. These guys can upgrade more now, right? Yeah. So that's tier 2. We should have enough to get the sandals and the soap going now. The soap can be on our first trade route back, actually. If you want. Deliver soap, and what else could we bring back? I don't know. Well, obviously limestone or concrete once we get making it. We have the lavender here. Let's go. There's no escaping the part of the range of that, I suppose. There we go. That person ages ago wanted me to mix fields. We've slightly done that now. It's every 2 minutes to get one. Wow. Every 1 minute, this needs, I need at least 2 of these. Sure, why not? Okay, soap. Pigs. Pigs every 30 seconds, so loads of them. 1 minute to 1 minute, so that's fine. They're next to each other. Charcoal should still be okay on this island, I think. That's cute that it has like a little purple rooftop. But yeah, they're needed for sandals as well. So salt and then a leather tannery. 30 seconds into 1 minute. That's okay. This was 30 seconds into 1 minute as well. So yeah, those two work together. Salt and then sandals. Sandal maker actually gives you money. So we'll do that down in the town. It's not super optimal, but it's not too bad. Cool. So that should be both. Now, soap. I wonder, just with that one building, how much really is that? That's barely enough to even take care of the bit we have. Jeez. The amount of lavender you must need then. That's crazy. I'll have to double up that. Can you exceed farm modules with shift? You can, yeah. I only built one of these. Oh, it's oats. Sorry, I thought it was these. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, we need more. Alright then. Let's do 2 more. I should have been more careful with this. I was just kind of having fun throwing them down. They're not really in a great spot. Do another 2 up here, though. This is one of the only ways across... Oh, yeah, that bridge there. Sorry, the game's lagging again. I'll have to wrap up soon as well, actually. Although it would be nice to get the concrete just delivered so we could actually play with it a bit. Get some paved roads. So we need another 2 of these. This is gonna get mental. I don't know. It's a bit frustrating that they're rotated like that, but I don't know what you can do about it. You can't rotate the modules in this game. Well, I guess you can't rotate them by clicking them like you could before, but you can if you start rotated, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I take it back. At least they can do that. But you can't join the walls together. That is one thing that I know you can't do. So there'll always be this like stone wall between them. For now. Until they fix that. Alright, so another 2 of those. So that means we need another one of these. And another pig farm. Okay. And it has to be rendered. Yeah. Alright, a little busy area. We need a few more people to sustain that though. Maybe I should just make the soap in Albion. I thought it'd be good to do it down here. We could just pause some of these for a moment.
Some of the necessary materials haven't reached us.
Don't worry, they'll reach you. This gives... Oh, it does give population as well. Alright, cool. Should be okay. What exactly does exceeding farm modules do? It's more like a cosmetic thing. So let's say for some reason, like I just wanted to fill these gaps. But I'm at 60 out of 60. If I hold shift, I can just put down more. So it's over the amount. It's not going to make any more, but just it'll fill the little spots that you want it to if you want it, you know. Is there a way to turn the constant NPC voiceovers off in the options? No, but you can turn down the voice dialogue, well, I assume. Actually, I didn't check. Voice volume could be turned down.
Your input.
I have combat and incident music on, but we've never heard it come on, actually, thinking about it. Alright, starting to make workers again. This doesn't need to be down here anymore. It needs to be up here. Okay, yeah, so that should be, let's see how much soap that'll be now. So that'll be 2 tons per minute. If we were to do all islands, it's still not enough, man. The other thing I wanted to do is olives. We got this island for olives. They need olive oil already. I'm trying to think, like, what's the first thing I need to bring over? Oh, I forgot to do that. We're not researching, damn. Let's get a few of these military techs. There you go. Have 19 discoveries in the research queue. Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. There's a bunch of accolades we could be doing that are actually really easy. One was like buy every item you can from an NPC. We could just do that now. We could do it in Latium. The ship guy's the most annoying? Ready? The most annoying ever was the engineer in Anno 1800. I've taken to wearing hard hats. It's like such a shrill voice. Burned into my brain. Come on, game. Might have to wrap it up here, honestly, because it's just so laggy now. Save is done. I hope they fix that. I hope it's not just me. Well, in some ways, it's like I don't want everyone to be suffering, but I hope it's not my PC and that this is something that can be fixed.
We stand waiting.
So one of the NPCs, if you buy every item from them, not item, but all of these things.
What time is it?
I want to see who has the cheapest stuff.
The island has
You do.
always been a haven where people are free to live as they choose.
New save tomorrow anyway. Yeah, well, I'll be playing... Yeah, exactly. I'll be doing a new recording tomorrow and starting the new series in Latium. I was going to stream every day this week, but maybe this will be the last one. I don't know. I'd like to keep going, though. But if it is really laggy, I might have to just give up on it. I don't know. It was fun building this area out and getting our first nobles. They need so much stuff. Meeting all these demands is going to be such a struggle. Such a struggle. It's going to take a really long time to do that properly. Do you have a favorite province? Definitely Latium. I just don't like the constant rain here. I've got enough of that in real life. It's just foggy and rainy all the time. And the islands are a bit bigger. I like the wetland thing though. It's pretty cool. I like both. It's just like in Anno 1800, you know? I like the old world a bit better than the New World. The New World actually I really like for the aesthetic, but I prefer being in the Old World building there. Yeah, honestly, if it was like sunny here, I think I. Well, then really, what's the difference? It's just what you're dealing with. This is a more interesting place to build. Although although you have aqueducts here as well, don't you? I was gonna say the aqueducts make Latium pretty interesting, but you have that here too. I don't know. I do like both. This is more challenging. I mean, that's meant to be. So it's like part of me is like, yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what. There's more ornaments and you can make it look nicer in Latium. So probably Latium overall, for that reason. New video series should start tomorrow. Can't build a Colosseum though, I believe. In Albion? Yeah, I don't really care. In that case, you probably can't build a lot of things. Like, can you build... Oh no, you did need baths over there as well and stuff, don't you? Alright, how are we doing? Can we get limestone yet? To get limestone we need to upgrade, so we just need one more thing. Amphora, which now we're making over in Albion actually, or olive oil. Olive oil has to be made up here. I don't know why I didn't start them off making wood and stuff. Don't know. Just to get the ball rolling. Once some wood builds up, we can actually build it properly. Let's just see if this works to get my Hall of Fame stuff. So it says
to roll the dice, Governor.
Buy everything. There you go.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it worked. Oh no, it didn't. Yes, it did work. So 15 fame. Woohoo! Do they usually release new province and country DLCs? So the way it works is there's going to be a season pass, and if you get the season pass, they'll be released individually, but let's just take the season pass for now. There's 3 DLCs in it, and the third one adds a new region you can go to with its own islands and residents and their own needs. And it's understood to be that the first one for that will be Egypt, but it will be the 3rd DLC that comes out, so it might not be for like a year. It is a season pass, but it's really like a year pass, I think actually they call it. But for Anno 1800, they added 2 unique regions, so in Besa, which is like Africa, and the Arctic. And then they also added Cape Trelawney, in actually the opposite order. They added Cape Trelawney first. Cape Trelawney was just like another old world. So in this game, it's like Latium. People think that they're going to do this too. They have like advertised a sort of Sicily-looking DLC. So it's like, oh, you're probably going to get another theater, another province that is Sicily, which looks just like this, basically. But maybe it's just more room to build more and do more things. How much is the season pass? I actually don't know. I know 1800 had over 30 DLCs over 6 years. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that inflates it to sound like a bit more than it actually is. I'd say, what was it really? It's 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 12 gameplay DLCs. Cape Trelawney is base game. No, it's not. It's a DLC. It came with the Sunken Treasures DLC.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Just sell these back to her now. Can I? Oh, you can't. She doesn't let you sell anything, actually. Yeah, I forgot that. I'll just throw them overboard. There you go. Release the fish. I mean, they're probably all dead, but hey, it helps the ecosystem. If we take the Amphoria up here, we can get up to level 3, and then we can start limestone production. And then we can send the limestone back over. We could also send the Amphoria here. I only have the base game, and I can go there. I'm telling you that you don't only have the base game. We could check it. I mean, I reviewed the DLC at the time. Unless they changed it and gave it out for free or something.
Memorably done.
I know few of more estimable stature than you, even at the College of Pontiffs.
Sharpening your arrowheads. All
Immerse yourself further in the Industrial Revolution thanks to new quests, the diving bell system, a huge new island, and item crafting. New quests send you on a hunt for priceless artifacts. It doesn't actually say, like, hey, new region, but you get the expedition to go there, I think. These are just like generic pictures of the zoo and stuff. What is this? These are just the generic pictures for the game. Look on your save, it'll tell you what DLCs you have active for 1800. Yeah. You must not have just the base game. I'm telling you that this, unless they changed it and they patched it to make Cape Trelawney free. This DLC is the DLC you needed at the time to unlock that. You didn't have it otherwise. And it came with the Season 1 pass. Sunken Treasures. Like, it wasn't in the game until then. Expand your island with a new European session. That's what they're called in that game. They're not called provinces, they're called sessions. A large continental island as you join an eccentric inventor. So there you go. Yeah. So for those wondering, yeah, it's because that person said there's like 30 DLCs. It's kind of true. Season 1, 2, 3, and then 4 are the ones that add all the gameplay. Each one of these has 3 DLCs in each one. And then they added cosmetic packs, like loads of little cosmetic packs, so you can build... These are totally just purely cosmetics, like change the look of ships, buildings, things like that. Have lots more ornaments to place around your city. And skins and stuff for your existing things, so... Darren knows his Anno. Well, I only know it because I reviewed all the DLCs for the game. So it's totally possible they could have, like, released it... It's like, oh, we're just going to make the session as part of a free update or something, but you still need the DLC to do the diving, I guess. They could have done that. But my guess is Scottish Born actually has a version of the game that included the Season 1 pass. I mean, or just included that. The other, like that person said, if you go into the main menu of the game, it'll tell you what DLCs you have active, the little symbols. The other thing you could do to check is, like, do you have Bright Harvest? That's a DLC where you can use tractors on farms. That's not in the base game. And so that's like a huge thing. You bring oil into a little building that makes fuel, and the fuel goes out to the fields, and that gives you the tractor barns or whatever, and that gives you the 300% bonus. So that's also a DLC that came in Season 1. What's the other one? The Arctic. Can you access the Arctic? I believe I won the game from you, so possibly. Oh yeah, maybe then. These are the accolades. How much Hall of Fame do we have now? 75. Could buy some more stuff. There's an ornament we could get. Start the game with 50 timber, 40 tiles, and waddle and daub. New cosmetic, moss-covered cosmetic for the Alderman Council building, it looks like. Maybe for other things. It says for multiple buildings. Build out on the water straight away. Moss bedecked. Let's get that. Menander. Belief area effect, knowledge area effect. Don't we already have him? I guess not. Hey, SL. Belief area effect 1.5 plus knowledge and less upkeep of sanctuaries and phantoms. She gives us belief 1.2. We could just replace her with him. He's better.
Rejoice, Governor. Your city shall be saved.
And we could pop her somewhere out here.
As it was ordained.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Nah, I don't believe it.
You've got the grit to see things through.
Thank you. These are all military ships. So we have 3. Oh yeah, these are the smaller escorting military ships, the Pentaconters. I forgot about them. We could just sit outside the pirate bay and blockade it, I guess. Prevent them attacking us again. Deliver 10 dye plants and 10 limestone. Oh yeah.
What is truth
These
without
houses,
virtue, and virtue without truth?
they look good, but I do think they seem the same as the one. Yeah, they are. They're the same as the ones that are in Latium. By the looks of things. Pretty sure they are. They're the same as the tier 3 in Latium. So they'd be called the Equites there. Hmm. Damn, Steam VR2, a Steam Machine box. Valve killing it. You're saying they're making a console-like thing just for VR, though? Is it?
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Alright, you've got M4A now, so you should have everything you need to level up.
Grammaticus from streets away.
I wonder, amphora that we're making back everywhere. Do we have enough for everyone here? We actually do. So we could set up the first little trade route, just even a very basic one. An Albion trade route from Dundover to Hestiacum. And you're going to pick up... We have to give you a ship. Yep, 4 slots, sure. Amphora. And unload. Do we need to do that? Not really, but it's fun to have one going. The other thing, I would just have to make sure they don't take too much away. So set a reserve on that. Fulfill 9 research inspirations. Okay. Another governor settled an island. I didn't even know there was more to be settled at this point. They announced new hardware today. But is it for VR specifically? Because when you said Steam Machine, or when Xeno did, it was like, oh, be cool. It'd be interesting if they were trying to do a console type thing. To me anyway. Will be cool if devs included a custom day-night cycle ratio. I know, right? Talk about mods. That's one thing I would love. I like that it goes to nighttime. It just spends a little too long there. I want like a longer period between here and here than here and here. But it's even the whole way around, so it's like, ah. Just play nighttime at 2 times speed, that's all. That'd be fine. Or like 4 times. Or custom, like you said. That'd be great.
Front line gets the view.
We're up to nearly 80, nearly 100 grand at the moment. And this can be moss covered now, right? That's kind of cool. Wonder what else is maybe moss covered. Maybe the market? Nope. Might just be that. Because it did say multiple buildings, but it does seem... the model it showed was that building. Trying to think what else I need to do here. Is there a fire breaking out there? Yeah. Maybe we could do something about that. They don't have one here. Oh, to get in there, you have to go all the way around here. Everyone's just paused. Is everything full or something? You're just waiting. 72 out of 150. A VR set that's wireless, which is interesting. Oh, that's cool. Steam Machine is a standalone PC for your TV, then a VR headset. Oh, right. So they are doing a Steam Machine. I'll have to look this up afterwards. We make resin here now, so this is actually quite easy to do here. It doesn't really need to come in by boat, but I just thought it'd be fun to set something up. Oh my god. How embarrassing. Oh, what else can we do? How close are we to... Oh yeah, we should have tier 3 now.
We are privileged to serve.
Yeah, it's the same building. That's a disappointing thing.
Accept my sacrifice. An ox of clay. An ox in spirit.
Well, we can do this now though, that's the important thing. So limestone. Yeah, this one's actually probably a good one to do. So limestone, 30 seconds into something that takes 1 minute 30. And silica, which is 45 seconds.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Alright, let's see how we get on with that.
The sanctuary is where I feel safest, where I can contemplate.
Extra population from porridge. Let's get some more porridge going. Oh yeah, I didn't turn on those other buildings either. Alrighty.
I leave it in your capable hands.
That's so dumb. So that's coming up because we've reached tier 3, so it's triggered like the event to go to Albion. It's like, dude, I started in Albion.
That might do the trick.
Is there a stamp thing to save layouts? No, there's no blueprints or stamps. Nope. That's a missing quality of life thing. Hey Darren, you said you were a dev in Manor Lords. What kind of dev are you? Do you do level design and sorts, or do you work in the game engine side, coding? I'm a bit of everything. I don't do any map design or level design though. So I have a degree in programming. I know how to do programming, and I've done a little... Sorry, just plugged out my headphones. I've done a little bit with Manor Lords, but not that much, because I was doing a little bit early on. So when the game released in April, was it April last year, I think? Sometime around there. I started work really in June. And I was doing a bit of programming for him. But then he hired up a team of actual, like, proper skilled programmers. Like, people who do that as their day job. Like, I'm a novice programmer, really. Because while I have a degree in it, it was years and years ago. So it's really that I actually used it. So it's very... I'm not very good. Anyways, he took me... Greg asked me to come onto the team more just to do writing and design at the time. Mostly writing, because we were talking... He followed me for a while as a YouTuber, and we got talking when the game was just about to come out. And I played the beta, and I sent him like some feedback. I was like, hey, and I'd done this before, and we had emailed and DM'd a few times before that. And then when his game came out, he just asked me if I wanted to. He asked me for a phone call. So yeah, sure. I have no idea why. I just thought we were going to talk about stuff. And then yeah, he just asked me, did I want to work on the game? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it'd be great. And he said, yeah, you could do writing. Like, I need someone to do all the wiki and the tooltips and all that stuff. And I was like, great. But straight away, it was really just me, him, and like one other programmer at the time. So I told him then, I was like, by the way, like, I can do programming. And he's like, oh, I didn't even know that. So I did a little bit at the time. And then I started learning Unreal. I'd never used Unreal before. So I started learning like the logic of blueprints and widgets and stuff, which is sort of how they do their pseudo programming in Unreal. Anyway, so did that for a while and slowly leveled up my skills a bit. And I rewrote everything in the game. Learned Unreal. Took me quite a few months really to get my head around everything because it is part-time as well. And trying to do a long story short, but yeah, but recently, then I started like contributing to design, and Greg would just ask me, you know, what should we do with this, and what do you think? And then he was happy enough to like make me like more of a classical designer in a sense. So I'm just like an all-round developer in a way, but after around May of this year, I really took a more front design role. And then he put me in the credits as a designer, which is nice. I didn't ask for any of this. He's just a really nice guy. But he wanted to do a perk system. And we had another designer on for a little while, but that person ended up kind of leaving just for reasons. So we had this new idea for a perk system that Greg wanted to do. And when the other person left, he was like, we kind of have this like 10% done or something. We have like the idea implemented, but we haven't got any of the perks fleshed out. So would you mind doing them? It's like, yeah, sure. So I went in and made all these new perks. There's like 9 perks in total. And each perk has like 4 effects. 3 positive and 1 negative. And I did all of those. And yeah, I've just had a say in like a few other things. I did all the costs of all the buildings. So all the balance is basically, you can blame me for all the balance now. Except for military balance. I don't do any of that. Just building balance and production stuff. And I also don't set the speed at which things are made. I just set the relative costs of things, really. And the fertilities and the speed at which farms yield and how much they yield. All that kind of stuff is me. So that's kind of what I do on Wanderlords. And it's in beta at the moment because this was such a big patch that changed quite a lot of stuff. I never gave them a warehouse. Because there's such a big patch that changed a lot of stuff, they had to do quite a serious rework of the game,
to do everything by myself.
And that caused quite a few bugs, which we knew, we knew it would be buggy. But it's taken a little bit longer than we thought to kind of quell all those bugs. Anyway, but we're getting close, so that'll be coming out of beta soon. And I'll probably do a video or do a stream then. We'll play through the game for a day, just one day. I don't think I'll do multiple or anything. Would you like to make games more? I would love to make a game. I really want to make a game. Badly. And I've actually, yeah, I saw the game I've really wanted to make. Or one of the ones I want to make anyway. Someone's kind of beaten me to it. I'll show you it actually if you want, just really quickly. Just going to pause this here just for a second. I'll try to be quick. It came up in my Discord recently. And hey Chris, hopefully that won't be out in the release build. Yeah, I hope it's not. I'm hoping there's a day 1 patch with this to just clear up a few of these last little things. I've said it before and I felt it, you know, a month ago and even a few months before that when I got to play. And I said it, so hopefully people who listen know. I do feel that they're coming in hot with this one. Just coming in a little hot. They haven't quite gotten everything in they wanted, I feel. Let's see where this game was. Somewhere in my Discord, maybe in the Total War channel, but it gets so crowded in there. Don't know if anyone remembers it. Yeah, I don't know. Hang on one second. From Darren. Oh yeah, found it. Got it. I've got a couple ideas for games that are like, oh, they'd be great, but I couldn't make them. They're too advanced. But as an indie dev, there's one I think I could do, although the AI I would need help with. It was something like this. So someone just posted this game, Baron, in this game, which I can't remember the name. So this is it here. Yeah, so I want to make a... Basically what I'd like to make is something like Imperator Rome, but like good. Oh, that's the Steam hardware. So Imperator Rome, you know, I'm a big fan of Roman era. I'm actually a big fan of the Roman Republic. Don't really care about the Roman Empire that much. So my game would be at the early Roman Republic. It would go into the Empire and everything, but you know. Anyways, I'd want it, so it would be a grand strategy game, largely just focused on the campaign map. And it's a mix between Total War, a Paradox grand strategy map game, and Anno. It's kind of a mix of all those three. Now the Total War aspect would be what I consider called empire building. So that's where you click a town and then you build buildings that do things. Pretty straightforward. Surprisingly, in a game like this, you don't do that. In Imperator Rome, there's no empire building. Your towns, they grow and they build up, and there are little buildings, but they give you modifiers. So it's like every province and every culture everywhere all has the same 9 buildings or something, and it's like, I'm going to build this and it'll give me 0.01 population or something. It's like, okay, I want like Total War-esque buildings where it's like the old Total War. It's like Rome 1 and Medieval 2, where it's like, I'm going to build whatever and this is going to do something. Now anyway, the goal would be that towns like this, and I don't know how big the map would be or anything like that, but a town would produce, like, let's say you've got Rome, it needs iron and wood. So the surrounding sub-towns would bring in iron and wood, just like Anno, right? They come in as if the town is the warehouse in a way. And then, or actually the town is the island, really. So these things come into the town, and then you use your workforce, your population, which is broken into tiers, like Divide et Impera, the mod, if anyone's played that for Total War. You use that workforce to make military, or to make weapons. And then you need the weapons to equip the troops to raise an army, to send them somewhere. So it's like a grand strategy game that's focused on goods moving around the map. So this is like your Anno map, basically. So, you know, you've got towns dotted around, and then they pull in resources nearby. But to get certain things, you might have to go a bit further or trade. That's the idea. Everything would be in real time, and the borders, there would be no regions. No traditional regions. Instead, it's dynamic borders. So as you move your armies, let's say this army's at war with this region, the green one, as you push forward that way, your borders extend with them. That's the system from Steel Division. So I'd want dynamic borders. Obviously you have to go to war, but that means you can surround towns and cut them off from their goods, because it's a game about supply and demand, ultimately. So you want to cut people off, starve them out. Now there's no battles, you're not fighting out the battles, it's like a grand strategy game. But the ultimate idea is to have these towns that, yeah, you've got like your different classes, you're trying to like juggle your population, you've also got like politics to worry about. And that's what I'd like to do. It's actually a fairly complicated game for a small team / solo dev to do, but I think I could do it. I would just need to be able to do it full time for like 2 years, so that wouldn't be easy. But anyways, this game just got announced, and they're kind of doing a lot of what I'd like to do, which is have a map that looks like this. Now, I would like my map to look a little prettier, if I could do that. And there are ways I could do that, maybe. But the general idea is exactly this, which is you've got your town on this, like, almost, if you've ever watched historical documentaries on YouTube, you see this like really large zoomed in area and like things moving across it, and everything would look really small. You just see like little things moving across the roads. So that's what I'd like to do. That's just an idea that I think is doable, actually doable. There's a grander idea I have for actually a factory game that I think would be fairly unique, but it would be complicated. It would kind of have to be in 3D, and I wouldn't be able to really do that, like proper 3D. You could do a map, a stat. That's like a 2D plane that you're kind of on. That's a bit easier. But yeah, these guys, shout out to Mindbite, because I mean they've basically done what I'd like to do, and they actually have like little battles, and as you zoom in, you see the troops fighting, kind of. Yeah, so they show you that it goes from this into like this mode when you zoom all the way in, and that's cool. My battles are just to stay on the map, but kind of like Imperator Rome or Crusader Kings or something like that. Anyway, I just thought I would show that. Sorry for the long-winded thing. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they do with that. Anyway, we have our concrete production going on over here now. Obviously not much is being made right now because we don't have enough workforce, but we're getting a little bit more. And then with concrete we can pave the roads. At least that's the idea. But we need to unlock that, don't we now? Store at least 5 concrete. Okay. Almost there. We have 3. Anyway, EU5 is operating in a similar way. No, so EU is like totally different than the games that I want to do. And same with Imperator Rome. Imperator Rome is Europa Universalis, just in Roman times, basically. Although it had a bit more character focus. Mine would maybe be a bit more close to Victoria in some ways, but I want just like you build a sawmill. The sawmill takes in the wood and makes planks, and that's going into your plank inventory for your town. Like I want that, but on a grand strategy map. That's basically it. You never seem to get the closest you get to with that in Paradox games is Stellaris. Stellaris has a traditional economy where you don't have vagaries like in Imperator Rome. It was what they call in like mana points in EU. I don't know about EU5 actually, but in EU4 and Imperator Rome you have like I can't remember what they're called, but it's like charisma points and peace diplo points and these other things that just build up. It's all these abstract things. I want to get rid of as much abstraction as possible and have more literal terms. Like diplomacy, for instance, would be done in real time. So you load up a diplomat. You'd have your diplomat on, let's say you have them on the ship. On the ship or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the screen for diplomacy opens up. And you're going to send your envoy to Egypt. Right? And you load them with the deal. You don't literally load them, but you send them with the deal that you want. So let's say I want to get food from Egypt as a deal. Right? So I tell my diplomat, you've got 3 options. Right? The best 3 options. The best option is that we pay 1,000 and we get 1,000 food, let's just say, as a general thing. The middle option is we pay 2,000 and we get 1,000, and the worst option is we pay 3,000. That's like the lowest I'll go, or the highest I'll go for the money. And then you send them off, and in real time it takes time to get there. Now when they arrive you'll just get the information of whether or not the deal is going to go through for gameplay reasons, because it would be too messy to have to come all the way back. But let's just say they get there and then you find out, okay, deal accepted, but the best deal your diplomat got was the second one. Now let's say they didn't get any deal, then they do have to come back before you get to send them again. So there's like a cooldown to like getting your best deal. So I don't want a screen that says plus 33 acceptance because XYZ. I want you to load up your best deal knowing that if it doesn't go right you have to wait. So you really have to think about what you can get. And then when you get told why it didn't go through, I want it to be in text. Like I want the character, the portrait or whatever of the leader of Egypt to say like, we refused this deal because you asked for too much. Okay? Just tell me that. You don't have to tell me like, oh, if you gave me 300 more, you would have said yes. It's like, no. That's not how real world works, and that's not how it's going to work in this game. Could that end up being frustrating and horrible? It could be. But I want someone to try it, damn it, because nobody will. So get rid of all the modifiers, get rid of all the numbers. I want an immersive real-time world with real-time borders, supply and demand, cutting people off from what they have instead of just fighting them, and having a little mini economic simulator in Roman times. Is that so much to ask? Hey Consin, and sorry for all the distraction here. We are waiting on this building up, but we've got the paved roads now. Oh dear, dearie me. But yeah, I'm contemplating, just to be completely honest with everyone, I'm contemplating in the new year just almost stopping YouTube completely to go focus on doing something like that. But it's a really big risk, so I don't know. Can't do both at the same time, really. I could work on mana loads while I do that, so I'd still have some income and stuff. And Greg would probably be able to help me a little bit, you know, with knowledge and needing to know things. But I have some financial backing if I choose to go down that route. So it's like, But it's risky. At the same time, me and Rosie are thinking like, oh, do we maybe think about starting a family or something? It's like, oh man, then that's a lot of pressure. So think about it. But I'm not getting any younger. 33. If I started tomorrow, it still wouldn't come out till I was like 35 at the earliest. So, I don't know. Gotta do something. You need a small army of game designers. The design would be easy. I could do all the design. The hardest part is... the thing that would take me all the longest is doing all the coding and optimization. So that's the thing I'm just really bad at. I can do systems code really easily. Like, I can easily code like... this building consumes this thing and it takes this long to do it. That's fine. I can do that. But the thing that's really hard for me, would be hard for me to do, is like map generation, pathfinding. It's like I've done these things, broadly speaking, like 10 years ago, but learning to do that and make it work in Unreal or whatever I choose to use, it's like that's just going to be really challenging. And seeing all the problems that arises with Greg's game, because he's gone so simulatory and realistic, is scary. So I'd want to like, yeah, really not abstract it, but simplify things as best as possible. Like things would mostly be graphical, like like Anno. The great thing with Anno is when you produce something, it just knows where it has to go. So it's only pathfinding along a road. That's actually not that difficult, really, because it has a limited range of where it can go anyway. That kind of thing would be baked into the map in a way. It's like the towns are in preset locations, like this is their reach, this is where things go from A to B, and you just see the little things moving across. I kind of want the map to look like, well, I've got an ambition of what I want it to look like, but the things moving around on the map, if people ever played Humankind, obviously that's a hex-based map, I wouldn't be doing that. But I loved that everyone was really small on it. So you don't need lots of like really high detail. If you're like playing from a sort of bird's eye view on a continental map, you could just have like little birds and little things moving. It's like, yeah, that's good. That's low detail. I don't have to worry about that too much. Not intensive on the graphics or anything. I don't have to do the modeling and all that stuff. It'd be awesome.
In your city.
Fires have started. Dapper, I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you again. Jeez, another hundo. And he says, there's never a perfect time to get things started in life. Plan, but then execute. You got this. Yeah, so I appreciate that. Thank you. So I have like a little design doc that I've been planning out. But before I would start, I would want to have that almost like fully buttoned up. Like I need to be able to answer every question about what can you do in the game. You know, it's like I have this like little political system. So you got to throw questions at it. It's like, okay, well, what happens if this happens and this happens? Like you need to have an answer for that. You know, with Greg's game, and I love him a lot, he is very reactive to the community. So we don't have a big roadmap. We have a general idea of what we want to do next, like the next couple of things. But there is no super long-term, here's the final product plan of like exactly what we want. We're like, we have an idea of what we want to do with farming and military and stuff like that. But it's very much, he wants to react to how people feel with this update, and then we'll do more, and then we'll do more, and then we'll like figure out where to go from there. Like what did people respond to the best or the worst, and find a way to go. And that's obviously worked very well for him. And he worked on the game for 7 years before it came out. But for me, if I was going to commit to something and leave, generally mostly leave the job, I'd probably do a developer YouTube style thing where it's like I'm updating progress on how things are going. But I would want to know everything. I want to plan from beginning to end, exactly how it's going to look and feel. And obviously things change, but like having the goal to work towards is, I think, super important. But I'm a bit nervous because I just saw that game pop up and I'm like, well, should I bother doing something now if it's going to be like really similar? Can I compete? I don't know. Okay, we've got 18 concrete. I want to load this up. We're just going to make one delivery back to Albion and then we'll call it there for today. I want to pave some roads. Damn it. We won't be able to pave that much, but we can pave some. Can we get the Daddy-O to do it? Actually, we'll just do the flagship. Oh, there is a ship that we have going between islands. I wonder where it is right now. It's on its way. So you could load up the concrete and send it back. Is M the map? No, I don't know what the hotkey is. There is a hotkey, I just don't know it. I'd buy your game even twice. Thanks. Everything sounds good on paper, though. That's always worth bearing in mind. So you're going to take a while. We might as well leave now, then. But yeah, the biggest fear for me with a game like that would be AI. You need good AI. And I think early on, you'd just be playing as Rome. Just trying to be realistic. It's like, you'd probably just be playing as Rome. But maybe with updates or just if things were going well, then it's like, yeah, we could add in more. But I'd want Greece to play differently. Like, I have a whole political system for Rome. And it would obviously have to be different if you're doing some other country or nation. Those are all things to think about. I wish I could kickstart it just so I could get the money up front. And that way I don't have to worry as much about whether I can pull it off. I would still obviously spend every penny in trying to make it. I just mean, like, I wouldn't be as nervous. Because then I'd know, like, there's interest and people will play it. Otherwise you just have to put all the money into it and hope that it sells. But that's the game. Hang on. We're actually making a decent amount right now. Let's get 2 more. More will follow after the other ship gets here, so. Godspeed. Anyway, thanks for listening to my random little rant there about that. Why not kickstart? Well, maybe I would, but I would want to have at least a working prototype before I did that. So maybe. I wouldn't kickstart something just on paper. I don't think anyone would want to back me just on paper anyway. They'd want to see it. See the vision.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Ugh. Yeah, this save is screwed. Whatever this performance issue is, it's pretty bad. My theory is that it's probably to do with that AI. Because he's so aggressive and he's doing lots of stuff. And the slowdown makes me think it's like, is it caught in a loop making choices? But I could be right, it could be anything. But it's just every now and then it seems to happen. A slowdown, and then everything goes fine for a while. So to me it's like, maybe the AI is making a choice every 5 minutes and that choice is getting stuck in a loop. But I could be totally off, it could be anything. But that's my guess. Because he's gone insane over here with the amount of ships he has and stuff. So it could be like he's just caught in some loop with them. Look at this. Like, he's got clusters of ships moving around. Oh my god. If he attacked me, I'd be so dead. I kind of want him to, just to see it. In a way, he protected me from all the raids from pirates and stuff, though. How much does he hate me, I wonder?
You all may govern, but I alone can rule.
How do I just see his reputation with me? Like, he's negative 120 for doing non-aggression and stuff. So he's obviously not happening. And I can see his relative strength, but I don't know, like...
Say something.
Maybe it just doesn't tell you, which is fine. But, like, does he have a feeling towards me? The previous games did show you that. And did we ever get her bonuses? It still says this. The question, or not the question mark, the timer. A governor with this icon might change tiers soon. Now we're at plus 35. At 0, it's the balance symbol. So I assume I'm at the balance symbol because I'm at 0. Or I have the same symbol. But we should have enough that you think that we're here now. So that you can settle islands for 25% off. I mean, the thing to do really is work on the emperors as early as possible. But I guess, I don't know how you even do that. Oh, you can look at what they like, I guess, in the beginning of the game. I think it tells you. Ah, so I can see how they feel about me this way. Kind of. He's got 8 reputation with her. I guess it doesn't tell you, yeah. We rotated their positions around. Okay. So at the moment we can reroll items at traders. In future, we can also reroll items from a specific niche at traders. And then you get 15% better goods and 20% better prices for items. Only 3 hours remaining, right? Yeah. Yep. How am I finding hard difficulty? Yeah, it was pretty challenging. It's not too bad because he's way ahead of me, one of the AI. But he hasn't gone to war with me, so it's like not that bad. But if he did, it would be game over. So it's like I can sit here and say like, yeah, I'm doing fine, making money, everything's okay now. And that's on the hardest difficulty for the economy, right? So I've still managed to keep a relative balance and do okay. But yeah, competitively with the others, I'm not really doing that good.
Decision, your judiciousness.
Knowledge 200 on the island. Just a permanent 200. Knowledge 300? Or 500. I don't really know what that... Oh, it's just progress towards something. I don't get it. It says 500 knowledge for 4 hours. Really? It just seems like a lot. That's pretty good though, I guess. 500 for 4 hours? Sure.
Legacies are built with such choices.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I was thinking like per household obviously before is normally all the how you get it. It's cool, it shows you all the different amounts we get. But anyway, just the last thing I'm doing today, we're waiting on a ship to get here. And we're just going to pave some roads just to see what the place looks like. Can't actually pave it that much. Or we could use the concrete to boost other things further. Like in order to build shrines and things, you needed concrete. So I could do my Shrine of Sir Nunos to boost our religion even further to get more benefits to our swamp, basically. But yeah, just requires more, just requires concrete. Can't build it without concrete. The same is true for doing aqueducts and stuff, right? So, not a fan of that. Don't like that you have to scroll here. That's not good. And yeah, a theater would require concrete, and these guys need the aqueduct. 350 nobles needed for that, though. Jeez. Could build a theater, though. Got our slowdown. There is a patch today, so I wonder if you have it. Oh, I didn't get a patch yet. Okay, I could bounce out and see if... Well, actually, I'm gonna be wrapping up anyway. But if that's the day one patch that's arrived, then hopefully it solves this. Yeah, dude, my game's like grinding to a halt now. It actually seems to be to do with grabbing this building specifically. Let me just get rid of the building for a sec. I don't want the building, thank you. No, it's not to do with the building actually. Or is it? Okay, so things are running smooth. Click it. No, it's okay. Yeah, I think that was just a coincidence. I don't know. It's just happening all the time now, so I don't know. It could be anything. He's got so many ships. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Interesting layout. How is that even reaching there? This one would never reach anything. That might be why he never built it. It's got his 2 walls. I haven't really seen them do any encampments. And it doesn't look like he has nobles. He has mercators. Maybe I got nobles first. So many troops down here. Oh, there's an encampment. I like how he drained a little bit of the swamp and then just used it for stationing people. I mean, this is all drainage as well, I guess. Dude's ready for war? Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I was like, he's got nowhere else to go. Like, he's going to attack someone. But that hasn't happened yet. He's got some oh, these are my ships. I was going to say, he's got some ships waiting outside the pirates. That's me. We did that. I guess we could just swim around and find, uncover some fog of war. Let's see where our ship is. It's got 3 minutes to go before it arrives. 4 minutes, really. Declare war and see what happens. We could do that just for the experimental phase. Because, yeah, I don't think I can continue this save, really. And I'll be starting my Latium thing tomorrow. I learned a lot, though. Do things very differently next time. Especially knowing what comes up later.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Nah, they're fine. Yeah, declare war and watch the game crash. We'll do that. We'll just do that for fun. We'll declare war. Once this concrete arrives, I'll just make a separate save and just declare war and see what happens. I could try to send my military ships here, but they won't get here in time, really. We could try to put up some fight, though. Why not? Oh, actually, he's got ships out here, too. So I suppose we could fight in both theaters. I've only got 2 military ships here, though. They're stationed outside his island. Let's just bring them back for now.
As do we.
Delete the drainage gate. You want me to just... yeah, sure, we could do that. Swampify all these guys.
Half decent scran on cockles. Shells are handy too.
Yeah, there's something really messed up with this. What? Oh, you know what it might be? It might be trying to place it on the... No, it's just wherever I'm trying to place it. It's trying to calculate things and messing up. Yeah, it's just struggling. Okay. Well, that's a reproducible problem at least, so that's good. Happiness, knowledge, and prestige. I'm sure once you put it down, it's fine. Everyone has what they need.
Some bard song you remember, some you want to forget.
Yeah, I should go online and download more RAM. This UI has changed now as well. Look how big the gap is between these. Why has that happened? Game is unraveling. Oh dear. Fast forward, yeah, sorry. Guess so. Still not sure where I should build that. I mean, I could just stick it somewhere at the back here. And then connect it across. She's got a ransom.
Your tribe, your verdict.
You're gonna attack my islands again? Oh yeah, she's sailing out now. Damn, right as I left this place, actually. My guys will come around. It'll be okay.
As do we.
I saw they complicated diplomacy a bit. Can you declare war at any time? I think so. Oh yeah, someone did say that. I haven't actually experienced war at all in the game, but they said there's like a conditional war or something, right? The Emperor may choose to end the war if a character with a high enough reputation is losing. Oh, that's good. Hmm. Yeah, because I've got 35 reputation. I've got more reputation than anyone has with the Emperor. So maybe she can help if there's a problem.
Farewell, Praetor.
So it looks like Ether Igorvin took care of the troops that were kind of coming my way. It is weird. The pirates do seem really weak. Actually, I don't think the pirates seem weak. It just seems like Nefernera is so strong. He just completely destroyed them. At least all their ships moving around. Alright, let's check on where the ship is. Should be here soon. I want to build that theater and put some paved roads down if we can. Yeah, and this should have concrete on it as well. Yeah, it's got 18. Nice. The flow of concrete begins. Oh, it arrived. Nice. Okay. So a theater. The theater needs to be in range of these guys as well. This bonfire thing is still here. The Festival of Latiria. It was this one, I think. That might have been caused by it. Now if I pause the game, maybe we can do this without lag. No, it's just so laggy. Oh my god. It should really be like up and around here if we could. Okay, so let me just reorganize this area. Let's see. Just gonna build over the bonfire. They don't seem to care. I was just leaving it for immersion's sake, but it actually doesn't matter.
Don't be going to market for a friendly horse.
So that would block that guy, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, probably. I hate the diagonal building. It's so fucking annoying. Just go straight across, man. Why can't you just do that? You know? I know you can. There we go.
All's yearn to slip away. Well, that's most of us, isn't it?
Oh, I just realized these will be blocked as well. Oh, actually, you can just build across. Nailed it. Your second biggest fan is Stream Elements. I know, man, it's posting a lot. Damn. Oh, it's running stuff for Satisfactory, that's why. Okay. I'll try to make a note of that and change it. And yeah, it makes sense. Oh no. I think the building is bugged. But why? It worked in my other save. We loaded the other save and we looked at the theater and it was fine. This one's like really not having a good time. So weird. Maybe the save is screwed somehow. The other save is okay. Oh, that sucks. Happiness, knowledge, and prestige. I gotta get rid of it. I can't play like that. Oh, thank God. So much better. Yeah, terrible. Oh, okay, well, come on, Ubisoft. Hopefully that one's fixed. Let's put this kind of back the way it was, I guess.
There's good eating on cockles, and not just for crabs.
Anyways, that was a shame. Right, well, we do have roads now, though. Or better roads. I was going to pave them around here, but I guess we should pave around this place. It looks nicer. Won't be able to do much, though. I've only got 11 after I blew a bunch. That's it. We'll have to wait for the next ship to come in, but hey, at a very specific view, it looks okay. You wouldn't know that this was Albion, except for the windy bushes. It's become a PowerPoint slide. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, let's save it there, and we'll go wage war just for the fun of it. See what happens. See if he attacks me and lands his troops and knows what he's doing. My ships are just outside the pirates at the moment. I feel like we should ambush his ships or something. There's a cluster of 4 down here. Okay, go for them. We'll just wage war. Let's see what he does. Alright, let's do it. And see how this works, I guess. Trade treaty, defensive pact, blah blah blah. Declare war. Okay, oh wow. It's all different. Army power, naval power, defensive power. But it is like nothing. All out war or limited? Unlimited. You rule way less lands. Total negative 100. Hang on. In limited war, only military units and buildings can be attacked. Civilian structures and ships are off limits. The Emperor is less likely to intervene. Interesting. Defender monopolizes fertility. I'm monopolizing these fertilities? He's not monopolizing his. He's got way more islands than me. Cost reduction. Default reputation cost. I don't get it. So he's going to pay 10 reputation? Mine's negative 100. So I'm not paying any reputation, right? Or am I losing negative 100 reputation by doing this? All out war, negative 20. A limited war is negative 100. You'd assume an all-out war would be worse for reputation. Is there frame gen in this game? There's DLSS. The defender, aka him, you are the attacker. Yeah, I know that. The defender's neutral reputation means this war won't be looked on favorably by the Emperor. Your prestige is lower than that of the defending party. Many think your aggression is motivated by jealousy. This party owns 7 more islands than you, providing you with a valid reason to wage war. Okay, yeah, so it is what I was thinking then. Okay, cool. The defender controls more than 50% of the islands that have the iron deposit. This makes hostile actions seem less justified. Oh, the defender. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Gotcha. Just because it was on my side, I was confused. My bad. My bad. You're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so he's monopolized all these. So it's like, yeah, do it. Do it. So I don't take any reputation hit doing this because it's like, yeah, it's a just war. What should we do? All out war then, I guess? Civilian structures can be attacked. That means my town could be disrupted. We could go around and try to knock out his sluice gates, maybe.
If Rome is paranoid, let us just fight it out like lions.
Let's go. Hey, it's literally 1 FPS.
No one more capable.
Oh, she's backing me. She says she loves it. Your reputation with the Empress has improved. Dude, I can't play. I'm trying to pause the game as well. I won't even pause. I think we can say it's the AI. Because it's ground to a halt now with that. She's a supporter. Check this out. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, so we've gone up a level.
Extraordinary. Your loyalty, your wit. I would be a fool not to put it to use.
Stop. He's losing the war. Or am I? It says losing the war. The Emperor will take no side in this conflict for now. She's got my back. She's got my back.
Under attack.
Who's under attack and where? All the way up here. One of my civilian ships. I'm trying to just see. It's hard to see on that radar because we're similar colors. There's 2 ships up there. He's got a huge fleet docked in that island. Oh my god. He's got so many ships. I'm just wondering which one should I go for first. Maybe down here. They're going away from me. The ones that are docked in here, they're not moving. Alright, let's just go try and pick off some of the ones that are up here. I'm trying to make it so that the day doesn't look so foggy and washed out. Maybe like that's a bit better, a bit easier to see. 6 a.m.
From shore to shore, these lands and waters.
He should back me up.
Wins all.
Aren't we like fully friends? Oh no, we're only defensive. Damn. Ah, I should have maybe done that beforehand. If I could have. Just try to get him in on it. Game's dying because he's trying to figure out how to crush me. Yeah, it seems like he's got too much to move. That's my defensive ally. At least I don't have to worry about him. So many ships down here. Holy crap. Oh yeah, we're at war in the other theater too. I should probably check that.
Who will guard the guards?
Ship is under attack.
That's the one I want to go for. One ship. He's got some ships right here.
We advance.
This is his island. We could attack these gates. Actually, yeah, let's just go for the gates.
What could you possibly require?
Oh, he's coming around though.
So Praetor. We stand.
I don't think he's even aware that I'm here.
Ship is under attack.
My poor little pentaconters.
Neptune's finest.
Keep moving.
Ready. Turn us. Forward.
Alright, first victory goes to me.
Was no felucca of reed.
Festina lente.
Attack his thing. Can you not do that? Oh, I don't think you can do it.
Turn us.
We can't, at least not with archers. Maybe you could with the scorpions. These have scorpions. No, I don't think we can.
Waiting for your decree.
Ship is under attack.
We advance.
That's a shame. Maybe you just can't attack them. Maybe too easy.
Poke in the eye.
What could you possibly require? Fortune favors the bold.
Scorpions always miss.
Neptune's finest.
They have to be like dead still, I think, to hit them. Alright, that's 2 down, just like 100 to go.
Through the waves.
It's not lagging anymore. Maybe he's made his choices and he has a target now to go attack.
What could you possibly require?
Ship is under attack.
I haven't been looking at those notifications.
Festina lente.
Yeah, I wonder is he going to load up his troops, you know? These are... Oh my god. Let's see, there's 2 there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 units. Let's see how much workforce that is. 26 times 44. That's 1,144 troops he has. That's not counting everything he's got on boats. Seems excessive. If you control the seas, it can't hurt you. That's true. Yeah, I guess. It's taking me a long time to heal up, though. Ship repair speed increased. It's only going to take 9 minutes. Let's just go out and attack and sail out here to die, because I can't really sit around just healing for ages. He's got 2 ships just sitting in the middle of the ocean here. So just there, these 2. They're just chilling. Mine are crossing that path though, I suppose, which is a problem. And then we'll go to White Cliff and we'll just fight him there. Just speed up time, if we can. Although he doesn't really seem to be attacking my little civilian ships, thinking about it. Hopefully you can sink the ships before they dock and you're on it. Yeah.
Received word that one of Syracus's convoys is inbound. If you mean to strike at the man, this may prove to be an ideal opportunity.
No sign of being attacked out in this theater.
The convoy holds a great number of captives.
Okay. I don't need that right now. We're busy.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Right, these are like mostly his ships, so we're just gonna go for it. And see if they can all come together. I mean, that's something that we're not seeing, right? He's not pulling everything together. He doesn't seem to be getting his troops onto boats. Although, I think it's trying to. Maybe he is. Let's see if we can notice any of them get on the ships.
Prepare for an inundation.
Yeah, I don't know. They could be full and they're not even moving anymore.
Circles, a bowman draws.
That's something I haven't really noticed. Oh, I guess you've got the towers. I was going to say, there's not really many defenses to put along the walls. Or your thing. He doesn't really seem to have any. He's got... is that a tower there? He's got a tower back here. It's pretty far back, though. I kind of feel like we could sit back and attack, almost. But I guess the troops can hit your ships, too.
What could you possibly require?
Under attack.
Struggling. He keeps scattering around as well.
Time flies, as do we.
Are these enemy ships? Yeah. Let's go this way. I think they're all civilian ships. Is that a pirate?
Ships don't go missing.
No.
They just change owners.
That's deep. Pentaconter. Yeah, I don't know if they've got... these are military, yeah. That one was a civilian one that we just went by. Another civilian ship, so that's just his trade ships. Just keep going after this one though. As much as I want to take out the trade ships, just want to hit the military ones first, obviously. Game is out in an hour, 20 minutes. No, 2 hours, 20 minutes, sorry. Yeah, I'd be concerned. I mean, the AI sucks in 1800 as well, but this seems even worse. It's like AoE 2. If AoE 2 is completely brain dead. Yeah. Hey, you took down a ship. Good job, man.
Mithras.
We advance.
That's just a trade ship. That's a military one. We'll go for that one next.
Favors the bow.
The ship is under attack.
Could make another one.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
The Emperor will take no side in this conflict for now. It doesn't say I'm losing anymore. Wonder what his naval power is now.
Away, Priator. May the gods protect you.
23.6k.
Oh, the papyrus work on that sunken flagship.
Oh, did my flagship go down? Oh yeah, it did. It's because I've been sending them back home, but they're probably getting picked off. Yeah, this one here. I think probably did it.
Through the waves. Time flies, as do we.
Dude, it's so hard to click these things. What do we get?
Through hardship.
Tiles.
For the stars.
Never seem to get anything interesting. Like items. I was impressed IGN gave a 9 out of 10 rating. Yeah. Do you know who reviewed it? IGN Anno 18 or 117. Because, you know, people just look at it and go like, "Oh, IGN," but it's really like they usually outsource these games to just one person. I mean, it's always one person anyway, but I don't really care about the brand. I care about the person who reviewed it. I knew it. It's Liana Hafer. I kind of just disregard their opinion. No offense. But, well, look, each to their own, but I just haven't agreed with their previous reviews to do it Paradox games. They gave Stellaris a 6, and I think that's insane. So, that's how I feel about that. But hey, if they liked it, that's great. But there's some, yeah, in my opinion, well, I don't know. I just don't agree with, like, some of the things that they hold key as a value. It's great that they gave it a good review, but I would question whether or not they even play the game that much, but I don't know. Not that I think it's less than a 9 or anything. I don't know what I would give it. It seems a bit buggy. And there's some things I definitely miss from 1800. I think they're just coming in a bit too hot. This, in my opinion, probably should have been delayed to like March, but that's just me. Liana's usually brutal with reviews. Liana's usually brutal with like Paradox games. From my experience. For good and for bad. And I don't have to always agree with reviewers, but typically when I find reviewers, like I try to find reviewers I generally align with, where I'm like, oh, I really like this game, and they're like, yeah, I give it like a 9. I'm like, oh yeah, we have a similar like frame of mind. But if I think a game is like a 10 or a 9, and someone's out there giving it a 4 or 5, I'm like, well, I just don't agree with this person generally. Like, we have different taste, so I tend to disregard their feelings towards things. So to me, they were just like that with like Imperator Rome and Stellaris. Imperator Rome, they were too positive in my opinion. Like, I think the game was really rough and ended up having massive changes really early on. And then just things, I followed them on Twitter before, and things they've just said, I'm just like, oh, I don't know, man. But, you know, it's just opinion really at the end of the day.
Waiting for your decree.
They probably played the campaign, which to be fair, I haven't played. So I'm just playing Sandbox.
Through the waves.
We're selling Amber now? That's awesome. we've got so much of it. And our next batch of concrete arrived. Alright, well anyway, that's going to have to be it for me today. I will follow what Dapper Daddy wanted me to do, which is delete this building. Jeez, that was loud.
One of your cities is at risk of a great...
Nature reclaims. Stellaris 6 is insane? Yeah, it's insane. Insane. But, you know, they were probably coming from other Paradox games with a bias, for a fair bias of what they expected. And Stellaris is a lot different than normal Paradox games. Because it's way better. Get those filthy Romans out, yeah. So let's see if this updates. I'm just curious to see if Ubisoft Connect updates it. Can I check for updates? It's supposed to just happen automatically, right? I guess if I close it and open it again. Just bear with me. Hey Gustavo, no problem at all. I feel like I couldn't give it my all. I've been very distracted in my head today. And the last couple days. But hey, Dapper Daddy, man. $700. Crazy. So thank you for in super chats as well. And not just that, people are becoming channel members and stuff. Actually, I don't think we got any today, but yesterday and the day before we got quite a few, so thank you. No update that I can see. Although I'm in the creator build, so if I go out to the normal one, maybe it would change. Sorry, I'm just hiding my screen because there's like a password. I don't know. Give that out to people. Let's see. It's weird. I can be on version 1 or version 2, but I can't. I can show this now. I can't get out of it. Like, I don't want to be on any version, you know? Test version selected. How about no test version? Is there a way to get out of it? I don't know. Maybe. Normally on Steam, you just go none. Yeah, I want to get out. Like, no more test version, please. Daughter's getting off the bus. See you later. Thanks again. Thanks, Dapper. Appreciate it a lot. Have a good day and rest of your week. Because I might not be back streaming. I guess I'll be back. I will be back streaming again soon, but I'll be doing a focus on the videos now for the next few days. Yeah, am I streaming tomorrow? I guess not. I'll probably just focus on the videos, seeing as this isn't running right and stuff. So yeah, I'll leave it. That was our Albion run, a little mini run, pre-release warm-up. Yeah, I'm on version _1.2. I just don't know if we can get rid of that. I think they did say something like where it should reset when the game comes out anyway, but no update for me. Yeah, okay. All right, well, anyway, that's going to have to be it for me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me these last couple of days. Appreciate you, and thanks for all the help as well when I got stuck and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Hope everything goes smoothly. And if there is a day one patch, you correct any of those little issues we had toward the end there. But I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait just to get a fresh, good start now knowing like a lot of how the game works. I've got probably like 20 or 30 hours in it now, so it'll be good just to start from scratch, take my time with it, make the city look good and all of that, and really soak in the atmosphere. So I'm really looking forward to that. Sorry, Zeno, but yeah, that's going to have to be it for today. So thank you again very much for watching. Please leave a like on the stream or subscribe if you haven't, and there will be Anno videos starting in Latium coming tomorrow, hopefully. I say hopefully because as long as everything goes well, it should come out. But there's a slight chance maybe I'm not happy with it, but we'll see. It should go okay. All right, take it easy. Hope you guys enjoy the game. The game releases, by the way, it's just about 9 p.m. now, in 2 hours. 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'll be keen to see how it does on Steam and stuff, and if it goes smoothly for people.